You're listening to My Grito Podcast Network, celebrating the culture of Chicanos and Latinos one story and voice at a time. Listen to more My Grito Podcast Network shows over at mygrito.net. Connect on social, on Instagram and Facebook at My Grito, the My Grito Podcast Network.
I think you can just cut it to me.
There's no countdown?
Whiskey, what's up?
What's going on?
Whiskey J.
Call later here.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Actually, I was going to do that. I was going to have you do the countdown. Can we let's restart. Don't stop the recording, but I want you to count down from 5, but make it like redacted. I think okay. So we're going to put there we go. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, guys. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to the to the Mind Blowing Podcast. What's up, man?
What's going on, dude?
Not much, bro.
It's always a good time with you, man.
Is it really though?
No.
Nah, it isn't, bro.
It's going to be even a better time now that you're here and we're going to get to try. You've been waiting for this, right?
Actually, the 2 reasons I wanted to be on the show.
Okay.
1, because I'm envious of you cocksuckers. And 2, I want to try this.
Okay, cool. And we're enjoying Feed Me Mezcal, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Right on.
So we're gonna have you tried mezcal before?
One time.
One time, and this is your second
time.
and probably the best time that you're gonna have.
I can't with your face. I can't.
What's wrong with it?
Well, you're burnt, bro. You're burnt.
No, I'm not.
You're like burnt, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You stop being Mexican, and now you're just like a ginger, dude.
And it's like right to your hairline. Like it looks funny.
Like it stopped.
Look at that
Like
shit.
they spray painted red on just your hairline.
I was about to ask you, like when I first saw you, I'm like, did you lose a bet or something? I was gonna ask you that. I'm like, did you lose?
You are just jealous of my jeans and my.
You got a little bit of color in your homes.
Yeah, dude. I that's what I've been going for. Getting a little color lately. Hanging out in the sun. So, Feed Me Mezcal. That's what we're gonna have. Have you? So you've had it before. You know how to drink it?
I usually sip now.
There's a thing.
Teach me, because I the way I was taught was this guy told me to sip it, enjoy it, don't fucking.
Yeah,
take
no,
that shit down.
It's not like tequila. A lot of people tend to think that mezcal is like tequila. It's totally different.
Why'd you give me this one? Why did you give me this
Different.
one? Did you lace this?
No,
I don't fucking trust you. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't trust me either.
I don't know, bro. Like, did you ever hear where Bert Kreischer got drugged by what's his face?
Did he? Wait, by who?
What's that fool's name? The one that made fun of Kobe.
There's a lot of comedians that made fun of Kobe.
Oh, damn, he's Jewish.
Including me. Jewish?
Yeah. He's part of the Joe Rogan crew.
Mark Norman?
No, the other
He's
guy.
not Jewish.
No, whatever.
Oh, Ari Shafir.
Yeah,
okay.
Ari Shafir drugged Bert Kreischer.
Did he really?
He slipped him acid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
I don't know, man.
No. Not here.
Oh, okay.
Not on the show.
But you would, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, the understanding is
I
you
most likely would.
Okay, but not on the show.
But you've seen me pour this. I wouldn't do it on the show.
Yeah, but you poured it from an open bottle. I don't know what you've done to that bottle.
Oh, no, the bottle's fine.
I'm just saying, bro.
The bottle's fine. It's from Feed Me Mezcal.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them. So what you do is you get us stirred. Are you gonna be a mezcal connoisseur?
No.
Okay. If you are, it's fine. I get that from Mr. Lou all the time.
Swirl it and then smell it. There we go. Okay. And then
it smells like freedom.
do the besito. So like a little sip. Taste the
rainbow.
The rainbow, the aromas,
Ooh,
the
smoky.
everything in there, smokiness,
Very
right?
smokiness, yeah.
Delicious. Okay. So do like another swirl.
Okay. Doing it. Try not to spill on your table. Expensive table.
And then
Brought to you by Bonito.
do another one.
Ooh.
And then you can taste it a little bit more. I like doing that.
That's not bad. Yeah, the guy just told me. So the guy brought like a little like regular like whiskey glass.
Yeah.
Put a couple cubes in there, poured a little bit, and I was like, at that time I was naive about it. It was maybe like 5 years ago, and he was like, and I was about to take it. He goes, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm about to drink." And he goes, "No. This first of all, this is an expensive fucking bottle. Don't be stupid." I'm like, "Okay." And he kind of did something similar to that. He just spinned it, sniffed it. He goes, "Hey," and then he goes, "You like whiskey, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." Treat it like whiskey.
Right.
Oh, okay, cool. And I've been trying to get into it, but I keep getting mixed reviews of like, oh, try this tequila, or try this mezcal, or try this, or try that. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to go buy a bottle and then have it in the shelf there for nothing.
Well, the best thing about Fiedman Mezcal is that they have a range of different mezcal to fit anybody's taste. Like for me, I'm not a tequila drinker. I'm not a mezcal drinker, but when I want to, I just reach for this little bottle here, because so Espadín is like your starter to if you're going on mezcal, little trail thing. This is the best one to pick.
So my question is, how much you get paid for this thing? I feel like I was just in an infomercial.
Really? He has to ask the most redacted question.
How is that a redacted question, bro?
It is.
Like I want to get this out of the table right away, because I've been texting you this for the last couple of weeks.
He hasn't been texting me, ladies and gentlemen.
Bullshit. You get paid $5,000.
There you go. That's all I need to know. Got $5,000 here. $5,000 here. Really? Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people don't know that the Mind Buzz Media has a team of illegal people working here around the clock.
Yes.
He has Cambodian people living in a shed.
We do. Cambodians, Taiwanese. Japanese, Chinese, all the Asian
You're doing all
countries.
Asians. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're doing all the Asians.
You don't discriminate.
Here at
You don't discriminate. I like that.
No.
No, but my biggest gripe is the website.
You like that one?
Fuck no.
You like the website?
No, I actually do. You know why? Because my face is on it.
Yeah, your face is on it, dude.
Your face is on our entire
It's
website.
the whole thing. You're the star of mindbuzz.org.
So the reason I asked how much you make is she just said 5,000. Where the fuck is my residuals then? Because my face ain't for free, dog.
Your residual? I'm wearing your residual right now.
Yeah, and I thank you for that. I got a nice little deposit from that.
Yes, there you go. There's your residual.
Yeah, my little Chase account. Ding. And I'm like,
Merry Christmas.
It actually did say that. It said Merry Christmas call later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hell yeah.
That's right.
I was happy about. I was a happy little clam.
Dude, I had to, because I remember you're like, dude, I was on your shop, and me and Ramos were talking about this when I did Ranting with Ramos, about how him and I, we like shirts with like huge logos on the front, and you didn't have that, and I asked you for one like that and with your logo, and you made it specifically for me, and it took me like
a year.
6 months to a year to purchase it, and I was like, oh, he finally has it. I'm gonna get it now.
I've been having it, dude. I think it was right after I did this episode, the first time I did it.
Oh, you did?
You asked me about it, and I go, oh, damn. And you're right. So later when I got home, and I usually like to stay up a little long, I'm like, you know what? Let me do it right now, because I'm going to forget the next couple of days. Yeah. And I did it, and I put it up, and I remember I texted you the following day, like, hey, good episode. I really appreciate you having me on. Also, the shirt's online now. And I never heard back from him. I'm like, what the fuck? This fucking asshole made me make the shirt.
I found out that you had Afterpay.
Yes.
With like on your site at your shop, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just order a whole bunch of stuff and put it on Afterpay.
Oh, my brother loves Afterpay now.
Yeah,
my brother's buying like the boxing merch now.
Oh,
and
okay,
before I'm like, hey, what was the difference now? And he goes, Afterpay. I'm like, and I'm clueless about it. I'm like, what the fuck is Afterpay? He goes, pay as you go. I'm like, so it says like Kmart. He goes, yeah, kind of. And I'm like, oh, cool. And yeah, now he's like stocking up on our merch for the boxing stuff, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, go to mindbuzz.org. We have t-shirts too, and you can go down and use Afterpay for your Mindbuzz tee.
I'm going to buy one, but I'm not going to be a dick. I'm not going to wait a year. Actually, I'm going to buy it.
Be a smart shopper.
What does that mean?
Be a smart shopper.
Pay Afterpay?
Afterpay, get stuff at discounts. Like with Fiedman Mezcal, if you go to fiedmanmezcal.com and use promo code MYGRITO, MYGRITO, you'll receive a discount on your purchase.
I feel like this last couple of minutes hasn't been about me. It's about you peddling your shit, dude. Like, I feel like I was just brought here to peddle your shit, and then you want my face to do it. I actually feel like there's like those Ethiopians you got in the back right now. Like, you're just using me.
It's fine.
It's not fine. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Amber has her feet on like one of the Ethiopians. He's like pushing the button for you back there.
Your wife gave us consent.
She did.
Your wife signed over the rights of.
I'd believe
you.
that. I actually would believe my wife would actually to do that just to piss me off.
Yeah.
She would, because she wants me off to doing the podcast because we're adopting a child. She's like, you gotta start distributing your stuff around. Like,
there you
serious?
go.
So are you gonna like maybe cut one or maybe tailor it a little?
Are you able to talk about that? Can you talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No,
Okay.
everything's cool. So cut what? In a sense, what do you mean?
Like podcasts, because I know you do multiple podcasts, right?
Yeah. How many do you have right now?
Like I do the boxing one. We do the geek. I do the rambling. And that's about it. Ships we haven't done in a while, but we're thinking about bringing it back. But it's a little bit different. That's something I'm holding a little bit closer because we're still talking about it. And then I help produce I Need a Freak podcast, which is not part of the network. So I help produce their episodes now. So I've been doing a lot, and I know my wife keeps bringing up, like, are you going to stop doing this? Or how are you going to do it? And I've been teaching other guys here and there. Like my brother, I'm teaching him how to do things here and there on the page. Escaleto's been a great help on Geek. So I'm kind of like loosely kind of giving away some of the like responsibilities that I do because I know for sure I'm not going to have time. I mean, it'd be kind of crazy to have a drink in my hand and a baby right here drinking and doing all this stuff. It's unrealistic for me to think I can do that.
In this part of the country.
Yes.
Right. But if you were somewhere else, that'd be like second nature, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just got to get that out of the way. So essentially you're giving responsibility, like kind of delegating instead of just taking all that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, like creatively? Because, I mean, do you have an idea of what you want your shows to look like, to sound like, the overall brand? Like, how difficult is that to hand over to somebody else?
It's difficult.
Yeah.
To me, it's actually difficult to do it. Like, oh my fuck. Because, I mean, I'm my own worst critic. And some of these guys are so used to me doing everything. Because in the beginning, they try to help. And I'm like, nah, you're doing your own. Let me do it. And so for me to let go, it's going to hurt. It's going to feel kind of like, oh shit, because it's my baby. Been doing since 2017. It's my baby. So for me to be like,
yeah, especially Rambling Alcoholics. You've been doing that for a long time.
but see, with that one, I feel like it can actually do without me. Yeah, they've done like at least 2 episodes without me now, and they've been had good downloads, good reception from the Rambo Army. So that one I don't really fear immediately taking a step back or letting Mr. Lou hold the reins, or Gary or Escaleto, who also is having a baby, so he's even going to take a step back too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, so both of us are kind of at this moment where like we're going to be future fathers, and Gary and Lou are the old guys, so they can handle it. And so it's going to be hard to let go a little bit, here and there. But I think overall it's going to be for a good thing because I don't think I can do everything.
Yeah.
I think that's...
I mean, you can't.
Oh, fuck no. I've gotten to learn that I can't do everything.
I think a good leader, and this is what I've learned, a good leader, a good manager knows how to delegate and knows how to teach others. Like, they have to be a good teacher because they can't expect themselves to do everything, right?
Yeah.
So, like, how I look at it, like, when I used to go into jobs or start projects and stuff, I used to, like, look at my team and kind of, like, look at their like, what they're good at, their strengths, their weaknesses. Okay, this guy pays a little bit more attention to detail on these certain things, so I'm going to task him with, with stuff that's within his strong suit, right? So I think it's just knowing your team and just not I don't want to use the word faith, but like relaying, like having like the belief that you're a good leader to hand over these tasks.
I mean, like I'm starting to do it now. I mean, the last couple episodes, all the topics have been picked by the guys. So for Rambling, like, of course, Mr. Lou's in charge of the music. Gary and Escalante kind of like converse amongst each other and be like, hey, we should bring this, we should do this, we should do that. Like now we're doing the I'm Getting By mixtapes every first week of the month. So we'll pick like 15 songs that we would listen to, and it's kind of like a spoof against our former host. So we do that, and I actually like it because these guys are coming up with a creative, like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. Like Concha their creation, Mr. Lou and Gary's creation. So all right, cool. You know, they come up with the topics. I just press record, and all I gotta do is just put it out. For Geek, it's my brother B-Ray and Escalante. They're the ones coming up with all the topics, and then Penny comes up with all the other stuff. And it's just me coming in, just pressing record, making sure. So all that stuff before, I would do everything. Like I would the topic list, the posters, the promotion. It would be like me doing everything. Now it's kind of like, all right, you guys handle all this in the background. Handle all this. I'll do all the background stuff. So I don't have to worry about this, have to worry about that. So, and then with your Fight Club, which is once a month, so I have like one whole month to prep with my guys. All right, that's how we're gonna do it. This is how we're gonna promote it. Everyone does this. Everyone's cool. Boom, let's do it. So it's getting there, but I think a couple years ago I wouldn't have done that. I would have been like, I'll do it. Oh, I got this. Now it's like, okay, everyone here has a little bit of responsibility, but I think as the time gets closer, when they bring the kid to me, it'll probably be less.
When they bring the kid to me.
They will. They'll knock on my door. Here's a kid.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of that. It's like that. So it's foster to adopt.
Gotcha. So what's your plan like now with the shows? Like you're giving the guys the responsibility on certain things. Like once you receive the person, like what are you gonna do next?
I'm gonna play it by ear right now.
Yeah,
I play it by ear. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, of course, the kid's gonna come first.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah, but I think. I mean, I would want to keep it the same. I know my schedule and my wife's schedule.
It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be way different.
It's gonna be a lot different, dude. 100%.
I think that's why I've kind of like. It's funny because I'll say I cut off some drinking, but then if you hear last week's episode, I was kind of off. I was kind of like drunk on White Claws. But it's funny because I wasn't drunk on White Claws. It was just I was so tired. Like I don't know if you ever happened where like you're so tired and drink and it kind of like mixes together and it's kind of like a weird trip.
It makes you more drunk. Like
and that's happened to me already. Like I don't have the same.
They say that too. Like driving is a lot dangerous when you're tired than when you're under the influence of alcohol.
I completely agree.
Yeah,
I completely agree. But my drinking tolerance has gone in less. So I start drinking less, or I make little concoctions that I know will hold me for the show because I don't want it to be where I'm drunk. Is if my wife needs me, I can't just be like, oh well, I'm too drunk in the garage to go help you. So I have to be mindful about that. But I want to play it by ear in the sense of, am I going to be able to do it every Friday, or is it going to be every other Friday? Is it going to be once a month? Is it going to be where I'm going to miss episodes and the guys are going to have to record at Mr. Lou's house or Gary's house? I don't know yet. That's kind of where I'm kind of like,
gotcha.
Don't know.
That's my next question too, because everything happens at the Chin Check Studios. Is that going to be
that's still
somewhere
HQ?
else?
That's still HQ, but I think if I can't make episodes, then it's going to be like at Musty Studios.
Okay, what is that?
Mr. Lou's house.
Oh, okay.
We call it Musty because he doesn't clean up for a bachelor. His house is the worst.
He's a bachelor? He's not married with kids and all that?
He's married.
I feel like he gave me that vibe. Like he was married, had like
married.
3 kids.
1 kid that we know of. But
One,
one ball, though,
that he didn't know.
No, he has one. He has 1 ball. He had a miracle child, and that's what it is. He's divorced twice. 1 kid. Single man, lives in a nice little apartment up in Uptown Whittier.
So it's only you and Escalante are the only ones with partners?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Lou does have a partner, but she's smart. She doesn't like to be seen with him.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of. I like to say it's a booty.
It's one of those dynamics. Gotcha.
Yeah, like if you know. And I've only met that woman like a handful of times.
If you know. Imagine that relationship dynamic. If you know, Amber.
I have seen it.
Yeah.
I have an aunt that's married, and I've only met her husband once, and she's at every party.
Husband.
Okay,
and like boyfriend and girlfriend, I see, but
no,
actually,
she married this man
matrimony
like 8 years ago,
Jesus.
and I've only seen him once ever in my life.
How long were we together until I started coming around?
A couple weeks ago when he went to that trip, no?
Well, actually,
that was his family.
that was my family. We've been together like 4 years. It was the first time that
no shit.
She met my family.
Really?
Yeah.
I threw my wife right in.
It's because I don't hang out with my family very often.
Okay.
So when I do it's like a big thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, I threw my wife right in.
Yeah.
I lied to her.
You lied to her? Why?
I mean, I didn't really, but I kind of did. So when I met my wife on Myspace. So we talked, and then we
Dang, that's taking it way back.
Hell
Dude.
yeah. So we went to Starbucks to like our first actual meet, and we got there like at 5 in the evening, and we didn't leave until closing time. So around that time, there was a wedding of ours from a family friend, and I've known him for a long time. And he was like, "Hey, you can bring a +1, perfect." And I knew I vibed with my wife, and I at that time, like, "Hey, if we're still talking in a couple weeks, would you like to come with me, accompany me to this wedding? It's one of my best friend's wedding, family friend wedding." And she's like, "Well, your family's gonna be there." I'm like, "Actually, surprisingly, no. The only one's gonna be there is my aunt and a couple of my cousins. That's it." Because my mom at that time was like beefing with my aunt.
Dang.
You know the Latino beefs.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's not gonna get squashed by the time the wedding comes. So I'm fine. I'm fucking fine. No, surprisingly, it got squashed 2 days before the fucking wedding.
Oh, damn.
So I'm like, how do I tell this girl that? So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, I love how he was banking on just the family beef to leave it alone.
And I'm thinking, like, how do I tell this girl that I can't take her? No, you know, fuck it. But she's going to have to bite the bullet. So I took her in there to the line.
She's just going to have to. That's it.
I go, she bit the bullet, and my family liked her. To this day, she always rubs it in my face that I fucking lied to her and I threw her in there. And I keep telling her I did, but I really didn't lie to you because my mom wasn't going to go. So the first date, my mom met her.
But it's not just your like immediate family. Like there was a lot of family there.
Yeah, it was Mr. Lou's mom.
Jeez, like that's like the whole. That's mom. Like taking her to a family reunion.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, come on.
Hey, she stayed. We're gonna be married 11 years in October.
Nice.
So
congratulations.
11 years
in October? No, September. Shit. I've had too much.
You better get that right, dude.
I've had too much of this. It's 11.
It's 11 years.
Yeah, because we did 10 last year.
11 years married, and how many together?
13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, they were messing
Congrats.
around.
He wasn't messing around.
Messing around? What do you mean messing around? Messing around one way, boy.
You better fix that cough back there,
Yeah,
lady.
Coughing.
I mean, I don't know who coughed, but I want to know what's going on. Who's messing around? I didn't mess around.
Yeah, you did it.
I didn't mess around. What the fuck? I don't know what you heard.
No,
not like that.
Oh.
No, absolutely no.
I mean, you better redact that for me.
No, it's been redacted.
I'm saying like you knew what you wanted, you went for it, and you got married after 2 years.
Actually, the funny thing is, after that, my wife told me that she was going to leave to Oregon, that she was only going to be here for the summer. So I was going to dump her right there. I was like, first of all, she wasn't putting out. We were dating for like a month. She wasn't putting out. I barely got like a little peck on the cheek. Like, that was it. And I'm like, nah, fuck this. So like, I remember one time I got home and I was like, I'm pissed. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm going to just stop talking to this girl. My brother's like, who? And I go, Crystal. Why? And I'm like, well, first of all, she ain't putting out. Secondly, she's moving to fucking Oregon at the end of the fucking month. So why am I even going to do this anymore? This is bullshit. And I fell asleep, and the next day my brother was like making coffee, and he goes, "Hey man, this is the wisest thing my brother ever told me." And my brother's he's a redact. My brother's a redact, and he goes, "Hey,
he is.
You met him?
I met him.
He's kind of redacted.
He's funny.
So, and I told him
he's a good guy.
He is.
He's good. He has good intentions.
And I think those were the best intentions he had because he goes, "Hey, she's cool. How do you really want to dump her and then having to start over and figure something out, or do you want to enjoy this summer with her?"
Because you guys been together like for 2 years before that point, right?
No, we barely dated a month.
Oh, Jesus.
We were barely dating a month.
It's before they got married.
Yes, before, dude.
Oh.
And so I was kind of like, you're right.
But he said 11 years married, 13 years together.
Yeah, so we were engaged for 3 years.
But he's
for 2 years, actually.
2 years.
Okay.
So he's saying that after he met her and after the first date, she said, "Hey, I'm going to go move to Oregon." So he was
Sorry,
like...
my brain is fried along with my forehead.
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm listening.
Thank you. So I ignored her the whole entire day, and she was blowing up my phone like, "Hey, what's going on?" Da, da, da. At the end, I go, "Oh, sorry, I've been busy," and the rest is just history. Because she didn't move. Actually, she stayed. She actually stayed because of me. She even says that.
Aww.
And so now she regrets it. She says. You ask her, she's like, "I regret it. I should have fucking left.
I should have went to Oregon when I had the chance.
I could have got myself a white boy in a farm." I'm like, yeah,
he's true. Yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
What's your dynamic with your wife? Like, do you guys obviously, right? Every couple has, their problems, their things, and everything. But overall, like, what's your dynamic with each other? Like, do you guys get along? Because you guys have been married for so long, right? And it's just been you two. So what's your dynamic now, and what do you think your dynamic's going to be like after, a child comes into the mix?
I think my wife's a ball buster when she can be, but she's actually my best friend. Like this whole weekend, we literally went to the movies to go watch Indiana Jones and Mission Impossible, and I didn't think she wanted to watch the movies. We went. The dynamic between my wife, we bust each other's balls. And the difference is that my wife...
describe that. What do you mean bust each other's balls?
Oh, we just crack on...
balls.
We keep cracking on each other.
Okay.
We'll bust jokes on each other. We'll remind each other of embarrassing things we know about each other. The difference is that you're going against an expert who does this for like a living on podcasting towards somebody that doesn't. So sometimes she'll throw a nice little jab or punch at me, and I'll throw it back at her, and then she'll get mad, and then it'll be me for the next hour trying to be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and or me being a mandilon trying to be like, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna go to Starbucks right now. You want to get some Starbucks?"
Right.
Like it's me being that. But with the kid, I think it's gonna be her fear is I'm gonna not take the responsibility serious, because when we talk about it, I'm very nonchalant about it. I'm very not. She's very like by the book, strict. She's getting ready. She's psyching herself out. I don't get psyched out that quick. I'm more of like, I'm gonna wait for the moment, and I'm gonna ride the wave with that. And if I crash, hopefully I don't crash, because it's a life, and I'm actually taken care of. But I'm more like, okay, I think I should do a good job. I don't think it's that hard to take care of a child. The responsibilities, it's all there. Financially, I can take care of it. Mentally, I think I'm good. It's just me having to set my ducks in a row to get everything ready.
I think once you're faced with that reality, then you'll know.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about all day about like preparations of taking care of a human being, but not until you are faced with the reality of actually doing it. It is totally different.
Oh, hell yeah. I honestly think my wife's going to be more jealous of the fact that I'm very attentive. My wife's very insecure, and it's funny because I'm very jealous of the dog, because she's very lovey-dovey to the dog. Perfect example. Before I left here, I was sitting on the couch on TV, and the dog's right there, and she walks in and she goes, "Chips, oh my god, Chips," and she hugs him and kisses him, and she'll go, "Oh hey," and I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck? Are you serious?" Like, I get a hey, but this dog gets a fucking treat, like a golden treat, and I'm like, okay.
Treated like a king over here, dude.
And I feel like if we have a little girl,
yeah,
that girl's gonna have me around her finger, and my wife's gonna feel kind of like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like, you treat the kid. I think it's gonna be that type of dynamic, but it's gonna be short lived.
Yeah.
Because we've been married 11 years, been together 13. We've only known each other. We've only been there for each other and involved someone else. This late stage in our lives, it's gonna be a big, it's gonna turn everything upside down. The good thing is that we're a very strong marriage, a very strong relationship. We're very communicative with each other, so I think we'll do good. Because maybe if we'd done this 5, 6, 7 years ago, I think we might have had a problem. But I think our communication skills has been better over time, that we're able to do it. So I think if she has a problem, she'll tell me, "Hey, I need to talk to you." All right, cool. So at first we'll probably be like, not yelling, but like kind of being sarcastic, and then at the end we'll be like, assess what we just said. I'm like, "All right, cool. I think you're right. What's the game plan? All right, cool. Let's execute it." Boom. And I think that's what's kind of made us very successful, is that we're able to communicate with each other. Even if it offends you, I'm going to tell you how I feel. If it offends you, take a step back, think about it, come back to me, and vice versa. And that's how we've been doing it. And it's worked so far, because her parents are not like, they never communicated. I didn't have a dad, so my mom communicated to me about some of the financial stuff that happened in the house. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm 13. I don't know anything about what the fuck you mean about 401k? I don't know what the 401k. I gotta get 4Ks, or what the fuck? What?
401ks? What are you talking about, Mom?
That's a lot of magazines. I gotta cut it out, Mom. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I don't know that. So I think, our learning from our parents, it's kind of taught us to be like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Whatever environment you were brought up in, like it teaches you, it prepares you, whether it was like good or a bad environment, like it still teaches you some little things, to use when you're an adult.
And in our situation, it's funny because we just had an interview with the adoption agency, and it brought up a lot of
that
stuff.
whole process is crazy, dude.
The questions they asked us, I'm like, oh fuck, man. I'm like, how much time you got? Because he was asking me questions that I've never talked to. Not even my wife asked me these questions about my childhood.
The Mind Buzz is powered by Mind Buzz Media.
MindBuzz Media is an on-site video and audio podcast production company. Have you ever thought about starting your own video and audio podcast? Or do you have an existing podcast that you want to take to the next level? MindBuzz Media brings a professional podcast studio to you. Visit mindbuzz.org for more. Dang, they go deep like that, dude.
And the one thing, one of the questions was, do you have a relationship with your
Are
father?
you able to talk about this? You didn't sign an NDA on anything?
No. There's a funny thing. They don't even know I have a podcast.
Oh.
I think I've done such a good job separating.
You're a terrible marketer.
No, I think I've done a good job separating my personal life to my podcast life.
Oh, that's good.
I think I've done a great job because not once. The only time I was shitting bricks was last Thursday when he was doing the walkthrough, and he goes, "Is the garage locked?" I'm like, "Yeah." I thought it was like, I hope he doesn't ask me to open the fucking door because he's gonna see everything, the liquor cabinets, the podcast stuff, and then he's gonna ask me, "What do you do here?" And I'm like, "I do podcasts."
Can you look up my name to see if the MindBuzz comes out? Have we done this before?
Yeah,
I think you've done future episodes if you've Googled yourself.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I'm sweating like Don DeLuise, I'm sorry. It's fucking hot.
No, it's not.
It's hot. But it's good because I'm trying to lose weight, so this sweat's actually really good. I should have brought my sauna suit, ladies and gentlemen. I think I would have lost weight.
It was a lot worse yesterday.
Was it?
When I had, but the thing was
The jiu-jitsu guy?
with Sebastian, dude, he took it like a fucking champ. Like I was talking to him after, like we did like an hour, like him and I were just talking off air, and I was like, dude, like usually I'm not sweating, but the other person like sweats profusely. He fucking took it like a champ.
I mean, he's a competitor, dude. He can't sweat under the pressure.
And he was wearing pants.
I know. I saw.
Pants and a long sleeve T-shirt.
He's a trooper, dude.
Yeah,
he's a trooper. He's the type of guy I would take into an alley first with me. Like, hey, you go walk.
You go first, and then
tell me how that goes, man.
I'll check it out. What do we find? No,
See,
that's not good.
No, I think that's good though. I mean, if you're trying.
No, because I don't. Okay, look up Gilbilly Delic.
Yeah, that's
because I don't.
You don't go by your.
I don't go by my surname and my government name.
See, of course. I mean, the agency's not going to look for you with your fucking. Fuck. You're gonna adopt a kid under Gilbilly Delic? What the fuck? Are you serious? It's like me going, I'm adopt a kid under Whiskey J. Really? Wait, is that it? I'm like, yeah, Whiskey J.
There you go.
The cult leader, the colonel. See, look, that pops up.
Look at the video with Ramos. Ramos on the other one.
Oh, that's Ian Ramos right there. Look at you.
Oh, right there.
Oh, that's what. Oh, damn! What the fuck? Someone took a picture of you guys from the Heavy Hitters Live. That one. That one's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that one's a sick ass one.
Yeah, that's dope.
We were just talking about that the Vicente Fernandez Boulevard picture. Him and I took that. So that's near Boyle Heights, next to Vicente Fernandez Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it Boyle Heights or East LA?
I think it's Boyle Heights. Yeah, it's Boyle Heights. Boyle Heights, doggy dog.
Yeah. So.
Wait, can I say something before it gets
It gets what?
spread. No, spread. Before it gets swept under the rug.
Oh fuck! What?
So your dog, right?
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
your fucking dog. So the day that we went to go...
What'd you do to my dog? What'd y'all fucking do to my dog?
No, there's two things with your dog that fucking... It was like weeks.
What'd you do to my dog?
Weeks and weeks, right? That we probably... If you have a shit ton of views on your fucking... The Whittier Fight Club one, it's us, okay?
Okay.
Do you remember when the dog went in and he fucking got the bone?
Yeah.
And then you try to get out and he's like...
Yeah.
We were cracking up
We're
on the
fucking
side.
dying, dude.
And then we kept going, like, after we were laying in bed and we were dying. And then we kept going back just to hear him fucking growl because you could hear him growl.
No, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, you could hear him growl.
Fucking Chibs.
And then the second one that made me fucking laugh was when your wife came and thought that the dog had thrown up. And it was
Fucking Gabe, dude. Oh my God, Carlitos King, dude. Carlitos King. Oh my, I don't know what happened to him that night. The only thing I remember is I had to correct him, and I felt so bad to this day that when he was like, we were watching the fight, and he was like, yeah, that fight was stopped immaturely, and I had to look at him like, you mean prematurely, right?
Immature.
And I'm like, what did I say? You said immaturely? And he's like, yeah, I meant what you said. And I'm like, oh, he's fucked. Oh, he's done. He's really done. Like, that was the first time I've ever seen him get drunk.
Really? That much? Yeah.
He must have been going through a lot that day or that week.
Maybe.
Because I've never. The funny thing is that the next Whittier Fight Club, I got like that.
I felt. I thought you guys got like that. Every month.
No. I'm usually the one that gets to the point where I'm like tipsy, but never how he was, where he literally stepped out and did what he did. That my wife thought it was.
It was fun, dude. I had to, even though we were behind the scenes, like it was still a good time. I remember leaving the studio to go get sandwiches like like when you were recording, because I got like hella munchies during the episode. And it was funny, dude. It was just so good because Gabe had he was eating the
chicken wing.
the chicken wing, dude, and he had chicken like stuck in his beard.
No shit.
And I was cracking. Me and Amber were trying not to laugh because we didn't have microphones, right?
No.
But that's when you guys were like, "What's so funny over there? What's so funny?" Is that we could see.
He
you guys.
did.
Oh.
He was like, "What the fuck are you guys laughing about
we're
over
like-
there?" I was like, "Oh shit!"
Because the cameras
No.
were kind of zoomed into you guys, and
Oh,
we're
yeah.
focused, right? We're
Yeah.
focused, looking at
I remember
all
that,
of you
yeah.
guys' movements.
And then fucking piece of chicken, dude,
And we're just like
on
dying.
Gabe.
Damn, I gotta watch it again. I haven't seen it. I have not.
It's
seen
funny.
it. I gotta watch it again.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, it was actually a good episode. But to me, I was like, damn, Gabe, like you really got drunk here. That
was
was
good.
my takeaway. After
I saw his face. You could see his face. Like if you go back and you see it, you could see his face that he was like, I'm ready to puke.
B-Ray was pretty blasted.
Well, he took a couple edibles. He said before
Yeah.
he did the show.
He was pretty blasted. It was kind of funny.
I was the only sober one. I was like, what the fuck? Usually I'm the one making an ass out of myself here.
Yeah.
I'm the one kind of saying stupid shit. And it's B-Ray laughing profusely about the stupidest thing. Gabe is kind of
He
like,
was laughing like nonstop.
like, I know
dude.
I'm funny, but I'm not that fucking funny. B-Ray. And I was like, damn, I'm like, guys, like, this is the first time we're having a whole setup here and everything. And you guys are getting this fucked up. Come on.
Yeah. But it was fun.
It was fun. It was actually fun. I actually want to do it again. Actually, I was something I was going to talk to you guys after the show because I have something planned with Kickback.
Okay.
So I want to bring you guys into that. So hopefully it goes well. I got to wait for him to come back from, was it Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, or
Yeah.
wherever they serve plátanos at? Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about.
Honduras.
That
They
place.
do plátanos in Honduras, right?
Cuba,
Yeah.
Dominican.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah, so whatever,
New York.
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah. Florida.
Yeah.
They serve.
You recently went to Florida too, no?
Yeah, I went to...
Dude, you're always traveling. Like every couple of weeks, I see you're in a different place. Like where did you go the last? Like
Cancun.
Cancun.
I went to Cancun. Prior to
Before that,
Florida.
Before that,
Texas.
every time dude, you're just like traveling everywhere.
I like to travel. My wife
Yeah.
likes to travel. And
That's good.
So that's and the Cancun trip was the last trip we were taking. Now that the kids coming, we might not be able to do anything. I mean, we probably will, but
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. First, you gotta assimilate
Yeah.
to the
yeah. So
new change and
so
stuff.
this was kind of like the last hurrah in a sense before we actually now have to take into consideration we have to have a kid on hand now. But Florida. I mean, Cancun was like almost a month ago. Prior to that was Florida, Texas, I think Oregon too last year, and then Vegas here and there.
Okay.
So we always try to. My wife always tries to find something for us to do. She doesn't want to stay home all the time. She wants to go see. Like she surprised me a couple years back when she took me to Philly, in New York for 1 week. Just like hey.
For a week? Whoa.
Yeah, we spent like a whole week in Philly, and then like 2 days in New York. I should have made it one because New York sucks. It does. I'm sorry for all the you New York
It
listeners.
does, right?
New York just
I've
sucks.
been there too.
It's
Why
bad.
does it suck? Why does New York suck?
It's dirty. It's smelly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's it.
It's dirty. It's
So is
smelly.
LA. LA's dirty. LA's
No.
smelly.
Nah, dude, it's a
No,
different
it's
smell.
not.
It's a different smell.
It's just the smell's different. It's smelly, but it's
and then
the
you can feel
difference.
the
You can feel the smell.
feel and the attitude over there. It's bad.
People are not nice. I
Hell
told
no.
you.
I almost got into a fight with a
People
pretzel
aren't
guy.
nice
Gilbert,
anywhere.
You cannot. This is the second
So
time.
I gotta go to. I have to go to New
I'm
York.
gonna put my foot down here because this is the
Put it,
second
put
time.
it,
The other
put
day,
it.
someone was saying something about New York and about rats, and he's like, "We have rats here. We have rats here."
There's a
And I'm
lot
like,
of rats.
Rats are bigger.
You
Rats
cannot
are bigger over
argue when you have not been to New York and don't know what we're talking
Okay,
about.
so
You ever been to New York?
take me to New York, and I will make my
yes, your assessment.
assessment.
No, people here in California at least smile.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Do they got beaches in New York? Can you take me to the beach in New York?
No, you don't want to go to the beach.
Ooh,
You know how many
know.
dead bodies? You know how many dead Italians are in that fucking?
Yeah, it's the mob. The mob freaking beach.
I almost got look. Philadelphia was the nicest place. They say the city of brotherly love.
Yeah.
I agree. New York was rude. I almost got into a fight with the pretzel guy just because I asked. I did. I almost fucking did.
No,
we were fucking in what's that one famous park?
Central Park.
We were
Pretzel
at Central
guy.
Park. And we were walking because my Escalante, I told her everything's walking. Don't even pay for taxis. Don't even fucking take the train.
And where's this?
New York.
New York.
New York. Okay.
So we were walking because we took a bus. So it's a bus that takes you for like 12 hours out there, and then I think on the 13th hour they come pick your ass up. But you have to be at a designated stop. So we're like, oh cool, we're gonna do all of Grand Central, and in Times Square we're gonna do all that in Central Park.
Do you like the Beatles? Did you go to John Lennon's
That's
place
why we picked that area. Yeah. So we did that. So when we were walking up, I go, I think we're lost, even though Google Map is telling me to keep going up. Let me ask the guy, and I go, hey, excuse me, how do you get to Central Park? Literally went out there. The guy wasn't helping nobody out. I asked the stupid pretzel guy, excuse me, do you know how to get to Central Park?
The stupid pretzel guy.
Fuck the pretzel guy. So I go, hey, do I go this? Do I go keep going up like north, or do I make a turn? And he just fucking
North.
Yeah, I should have said north.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe I should have spoke to him like a soprano, like Italians. Hey, how do I fucking get to Central fucking Park?
Yeah.
I should have talked like that, but I didn't. So I go ask him, hey, you know, and he just fucking looks up at me. He just goes back and just starts slipping pretzels. I'm a motherfucker. Are you? And I even said a lot like motherfucker.
Really?
And I know where this New York City cop comes in. The fucker's carrying like a nice fucking M15 or was it fuck? It was machine gun, whatever. Because they carry fucking guns out there like crazy.
Damn.
They didn't go fuck. And he's like, move it along. And I'm like, hey man, how do you? And even fuck the cops over there. I even asked the guy, hey, how do you get to Central Park? I'm trying to get to Central Park here. He just looked at me up and down and just fucking walked off. And I'm like, piece of shit. You know who helped me out? Those guys that sell CDs to you. They offer you a free CD and then ask $20 in return as a donation.
He just wanted you to buy one of his fucking CDs.
I did actually. I did.
Yeah,
that.
see, look at it. It worked.
I did.
His tactic worked.
I did. I ended up buying it. I played it on Rambling. It sucked. I fucking put him on blast. I think I got it. I think I got the green light in New York. I might probably get whacked.
Our altercation was with the bagel girl.
Yeah, tell him
Mine
about
was
the
a bagel guy. Yours was a bagel girl.
I'll be right back.
Go for it.
No, this was we went with friends.
Okay.
And the same thing, like nobody would hold fucking doors.
Nope.
Like door. You know, sometimes doors are heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I'm not saying that you need to hold the door for me, but it's common courtesy. You walk through a door, you kind of just see if someone's behind you.
Yeah.
You hold it a little. This motherfucker let that door go, and I was like, whoa.
You fucking asshole.
And then a friend of mine was ordering a bagel. I already had gone to order the bagel, and she was fucking rude as shit. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Gave me my
bitch.
bagel. And then he gets there, and he's like, hi, good morning. You know, he's all happy. And she didn't say shit. And he was like, well, I guess you're not having a good morning.
Damn.
And then she's like, well, I'm not. Do you want a bagel? Like, they went back and forth. And I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, they're fucking rude over there. They're fucking rude. Like, I literally saw an altercation happen in the streets.
Me too.
I was like, oh, shit. My wife was like, what happened? I'm like, keep going. Fuck this. We're not going to.
Me too. And it was two Italian guys. And they were like, fuck you. No, fuck you.
Two construction workers, actually. I was like, oh, fuck no, I'm out.
The first day that I always tell Gil this, and I'm like, I'm not even kidding. Out of a movie. You know when somebody's walking and then they're like, I'm walking here.
Yeah.
Well, our Uber driver that picked us up from the airport, he fucking almost ran someone over, and the guy like hit the thing, and he was like, I'm walking here. And then he's like, whatever.
Fuck
Like,
that shit.
they're angry. And then another Uber driver almost took out a lady with her stroller.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was told not to use any of that. Everything's walking distance. I was like, I'm gonna walk everything, but there are times I'm like, I'm gonna take a taxi. But then I could see that. I could see taxi drivers just like boom, 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 like fucking. I'm like,
Yeah, they were
nah,
kinda-
I'm okay. I'm gonna walk.
They're speeding through.
My fat ass can walk. Fuck that. I go, babe, we walking tonight, baby. We walking. We're gonna earn that fucking. We're gonna earn that Philly. We're gonna earn that Philly cheesesteak tonight when we get back to Philly.
We did the double-decker bus. So that takes us everywhere and things like that. But even then, like from the airport to our Airbnb, we got, what is it called?
Thank you.
Uber or whatever.
Or Uber or Lyft.
Yeah.
Nah, I like I said, I didn't really. Damn, again, bro. Really? Come on, man. What kind of professionalism? I mean, I wouldn't go back to New York. I'd go back to Philly.
Yeah.
I'd go back to Philly. I actually did like Philly. They're very nice. They helped me out. Like when I got lost right away, I was like, hey, how do I get here? And they freaking straight up told me where to go, how to do this, how to get here. Some of them even offered me a ride. I'm like, oh shit, okay, cool, let's do this.
Yeah.
They even told me where's the nice bodega spots for the Philly cheesesteaks. Like, oh, don't go here. That's a tourist area. Go here, go here. The whole week I was eating Philly cheesesteaks.
Nice.
I ate and all the little hole in the walls where the guy looks like he's hungover from the night before and he's like this sweaty. I'm like, oh, what do you want? All right, bam. I'm like, I don't know.
There's angry people here too.
No, but it's different angry. It's different angry.
Yeah.
It's
different angry.
Yeah.
It's different angry.
Take me
No,
there.
you're right. There's angry people here. It's
I'm
different over
angry.
there.
I'm an angry person.
Not
Here.
New York. New Yorkers.
But I'm not New York angry.
See,
I'm
but
Chino
New-
angry.
New York people have like a chip on their fucking shoulders.
Yeah.
And so you can feel it when they talk to you. Because every New Yorker I've always met, always feel like they got a chip on their fucking
Maybe
shoulder.
because they're on the East Coast. Maybe because they feel like
Not
they
my
were
fucking fault.
part of the original 13 colonies that they have something to approve.
Probably, but
Like they're the real OGs of the 13
But New York
colonies.
is comprised of people from everywhere.
you got
There's-
Italians, you got
it's-
Polacks,
You have a big influx of...
Is there a lot of Mexicans over there?
King Mexico.
Not really.
Besides that one, there's one Mexican. What is this, hockey?
What was that what was that country that they were refugees not too long ago?
Cuba.
No.
Haitian.
Like, yeah,
Hades.
Haitians.
I
So-
thought I was about to say Iranians.
So there's a lot of
know.
Haitians right now in New York.
They've always been
Ukrainians.
Haitians. There's always been Haitians
But
out there.
there's a bigger influx of
Really?
Haitians. Yeah.
Mm. I know.
Recently, within the past couple of years.
That's the thing. That's a bunch of refugees. We don't have refugees out here, man.
Yeah, we do. Of course we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
They're cooking. They're in the bag. They're
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 doing
not
something.
refugees.
They're not refugees, bro.
Refugees is because
okay.
you came from your country because it was...
Google. Give me the definition of a refugee, because if I'm thinking in my mind, I'm a refugee.
No,
How the fuck are you a refugee? What the fuck?
Google it. I want to.
Yeah, what about to say, bro? How the fuck are you a what does it say? A person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war.
Yeah.
Was it war precaution? Was it persecution or natural disaster? I'm sorry. Did you fucking leave war for persecution?
Well, hold on. Wait. I'm getting. It was referee. I'm thinking of referee. That's what I'm thinking of.
I thought you were about to say you were like the fifth member of the Fugees, and
No.
you confused that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
The
cool.
refugees.
I thought, okay, he's part of the Fugees and shit.
The Fuji. See, look at. I just got my
you
words
saved
messed
your
up.
no, fuck. Oh, you redacted it yourself.
Yeah, English is my second language. All right, so just relax with me, okay?
All right.
Relax.
Have you ever fucked up a word on the show? And
Always.
No one like, and the host or Amber's been like nice enough not to correct you.
No.
You corrected him.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens all the time because
Really?
when we listen to it back, which is very often, some we do and then we don't. Like some episodes was like, I need to listen to that, back
I'm talking
again.
on the spot though.
On the spot. That's what I tell her. I tell her when I get information wrong or somebody else gets information wrong, I
check.
tell her. And if she knows that it's wrong, I ask her to please, like, step in and say, dude, you're wrong. Or I think that it's something else.
I've seen her done it a couple times. Yeah.
A couple times,
The
yeah.
reason I asked, I was listening to a podcast and this guy was talking about fucking, conspiracy theories about, origin of man and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And this guy totally botched Anunnaki to like Isuzu or some shit like that. And I can tell that the guy knew he fucked up, like the host, the guy who's like whatever, like
Yeah.
an accomplice, I guess, whatever. And you can tell he knew he fucked up the word, but he did not want to fucking.
If it's no, you
like
have to.
If you fucked up a word, I like when I corrected Gabe when Gabe was saying, "Oh, the fight was stopped immaturely." I'm like, "You mean prematurely?" Like,
Yeah.
I'll correct you. And I was listening to it, and I go, "Oh, how come you didn't correct him?"
There's nothing wrong with it, though.
don't think so
There,
either.
there has.
Is
There
that
has.
podcast etiquette? You're not supposed to correct? 'Cause I would do it.
What?
No, that's what I'm saying. Do you,
There's an etiquette that
I didn't know.
says that you
You shouldn't
shouldn't correct people.
like if you said something wrong, shit, is it proper for me to correct you, the host of this show?
For
mispronouncing
what
something.
we do, for what we do, yes. I think in this space, because we want to give people the right information.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's why we have, we're able to search things.
You're a referee, not a refugee. We got it, yeah.
Exactly. We're able to
I feel you.
fact check things. 10,000s of refugees fled their homes. But if even if you put tens of thousands of referees fled their homes, like that would work too. So in the same context,
Can we Google that?
it can work the
Let's see
same.
Let's see if it works the same. I don't think so, but I'm gonna correct you on that because there's no etiquette here.
I think so.
You know what I mean?
Right. But I get what you're saying. I think that in this space and what we do, we have to be giving people the correct information. Even if we were wrong on our part, there has to be somebody on the other end. Say like I botch things all the time.
Same here.
But that's what I want. I want people to say, dude, like you got it wrong. Who was it, Amber? Was it we were there we go. Okay. 10,000 refugees flee their home. We're going to stop because we're going to get canceled.
Those referees flee their home, dude.
Yeah.
He says, United States will welcome up from the Ukraine. They're offering thousands of referees from there you go. You're good.
See? It works. It's a different context. But we were talking to Rob Castillon from Wiretap.
Okay, yeah.
And I was explaining to him about the blue zone in a certain Southern California city. I got the city wrong. I said it was Redlands, California, but in reality, and with fact checking, it was actually Loma Linda.
No shit.
So I did the video. I posted a video on like my own feed, Instagram, and I tagged the Mind Buzz, and I said I got it wrong. All the information about the city was correct, but I just got the city wrong, and it wasn't a big fail because Redlands and Loma Linda are right next to each other. But a person that knows a piece of information, they would have instantly got it correct and said that, dude, you're a freaking idiot, and it's not Redlands, it's actually Loma Linda.
Freaking idiot. So do you believe now at this stage where we're at in podcasting, more you because you're more successful than I am now? You know, you got a whole fucking liquor here. You got, $5,000 in revenue coming in. I don't even got that.
It's different. I think we shouldn't say that
you made it.
We're not
We're not on the same
one
level.
person's successful than the other. It's
you
not.
You leveled up. Like this.
There we go. Okay, so I like that. I like that a lot better.
You made it.
Than
you leveled up. You know why? You got sponsorship. You have podcasters threatening your life. What? Why? What did I say?
Dude, that happened years ago.
I don't even get that.
I don't even need a podcast for people to threaten my life, and it's fine.
Yeah, publicly people threatening your life, dude. You
I
even
do
have
it all the time. I did it all day.
You got private security. You got private security when you leave.
Private security. I have a producer. I have a co-host.
I don't even have a fucking producer, bro. I have co-hosts that are morons. I love them, but I love them. I love you guys. I fucking love you, Pete. I'm sorry.
Come on, get your wife on to produce.
Oh, fuck no. She won't do it. I've asked her. She won't fucking do it. She won't. I've asked her to do Whittier Fight Club. Like, just stand in the back. She goes, no, I don't want to do that. I was like, I gotta go pee. And she'll give me like, you know what? Don't fucking bother. Just leave it there. I go, I guess fucking leave it. No. So I'm saying, like, so do you believe now with, the more you're growing, the more you feel like you need to be correct on what the stuff you're saying? Because people might misinterpret it. Or is it kind of you're still walking in with the same mentality, like, I'm here to do this, and that, but I'm still going to be aware of what I'm saying?
I think I've always been in that mindset of I need to be careful from what I say. But I think a little bit more now because there's a label that is attached to our brand. We have sponsors that are attached to our brand now, but the product hasn't changed. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm conscious of that, but the product is still the same, and we're still going to give out information on...
Okay.
I think we just have to be correct as possible. That's it.
And I feel in today's world, it's kind of hard to be correct and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Things are constantly changing.
Of course.
What you thought was right is not wrong,
Right.
and vice versa. Everything's constantly changing. Information's constantly updating itself, and it's kind of hard for us as podcasters to keep updated. Like I may say something, you may have said something, and then like later on you're probably debunked and found out it actually wasn't true. Shit.
Right.
And luckily we're not held liable for that. But it's kind of like, look, we're going by a 24-hour news source that constantly changes.
Absolutely.
Information is running wild. Like as we speak, it's changing at the millisecond.
Honestly, dude, I thought I was gonna get some shit talking about the Titanic submarine thing. I thought I was gonna get some shit about that.
You know why? You know why? Because people didn't give a shit about it. No one gives a shit about rich people dying.
Yeah, I mean that was like half of my bit at when I did an open mic. Like I went like 5 minutes about just talking about how much I despised rich people. That was like 5 minutes. 5 minutes of me,
and I bet you it killed it.
Yeah, everybody loved it, dude. They were eating it up. Like at the end, I was gonna stop, and I was like, I have this one about religion. You guys don't want about that. You guys don't want to hear anything about that. They're like, keep going. Why do you think that we won't want to hear something like that? But they loved it.
Yeah, people love that.
Yeah.
Like to me, when I heard, a death is always sad, but when I heard the circumstances and all that shit, like it's common sense. And then to me, it was kind of like, I'm playing like this. This is the world's smallest violin.
Right.
Just for that.
Did you hear that after? Because I was pretty. I was pretty.
She was invested. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I
she
read
was.
something,
I was.
I read something every day, right?
Okay.
There's always something that I need to, kind of read on. But anyways, so I was invested. But after everything happened, and they said that, I guess they said that they already had known that it had imploded days before.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't really want to tell people or whatever. But people were really, really upset at the fact that so whoever kind of inherited like the business, right? Because obviously the man that did it is the one of the men that passed away.
Yeah.
Well, they did a Craigslist ad looking for new people to go onto the ship.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
God.
To invest on creating another one and going on the thing.
My thing was this, I was in Cancun when all this was happening, so I was getting some of this news kind of like I had my phone in the room, so I would only when I go into the room to like change or get something, I would see the thing. And I remember someone Escalante sent me the meme where the guy's showing off the controller, and I go, wait, that controller is the cheapest shit you can ever buy, the Logic Disc, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I go, this guy's running a submarine on a fucking controller that will disconnect. And then I think B-Ray sent me the video how they put it together. Like basically it's just like a submarine and they just put it together and they lock it up, tighten it up. And I'm like, oh fuck no, I would never go in something like that. Fuck no, I don't care how much, I don't care if I have Jeff Bezos money. I'm never gonna go in that. I have no curiosity to go see a fucking sunken ship that sunk way before I was born. If I want to watch the Titanic, I'll watch James Cameron's Titanic.
Exactly.
That's what I want to do. I don't see the point of going down there.
I don't know, guys. I think if I had the money and I was guaranteed that I wasn't gonna implode, I'd go.
What? That ship is deteriorating as we speak. What is the difference of seeing that down there?
So why would you go to Cancun and see Chichen Itza?
Oh, I was invited. I didn't fucking want to go. I actually wanted to be in the
It's a ruin. It's deteriorating as we speak. It's over hundreds of thousands of years old, but
it's older than the Titanic.
It's in better shape, and I'm not going to implode. That's actually different. Unless you told me that out of nowhere natives were going to come lynch me and fucking drag me around.
You don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe there's some wild.
It never happened though.
Wild people out there that would do that to. That's why I would love to see it, but I just feel like
you would want to go down there
one day that's going to happen to somebody.
We have not conquered the ocean.
No, the ocean is a whole.
I seen this video on Instagram that was just freaking crazy to me because it was showing how deep the ocean is. Like the Atlantic Ocean is nowhere near to how deep the deepest part of the ocean is.
No shit.
Yeah, like where the.
Isn't Mariana's Trench the deepest we have?
Something like that.
Yeah,
I heard some podcasts talk about that. The Marianas Trench.
Hey, he said marinara, I heard.
How deep
Hey,
does
dog.
the
Hey,
ocean
hey,
go?
hey, you know, hey, did you hear that about the marinara
You would
trench?
still have more than a mile between you and the deepest point.
Making
in
me
the ocean.
hungry.
The oceans harbor 99% of all
Alright.
living space on Earth and have enough water to fill a bathtub that's 685 miles long on each side. For scale, here's a human, and here's a blue whale, the largest animal on Earth. Blue whales usually hunt at depths of around 330 feet within the well-lit zone of the ocean. Deeper down, at 700 feet, the USS Triton became the first submarine to circumnavigate the Earth in 1960. At 831 feet, we reached the deepest free dive in recorded history.
No shit.
Down here, the pressure is 26
Free dive?
times greater than at the surface,
That means no
which would
oxygen,
crush
nothing.
most human lungs.
There's no possible way.
But whales manage it, diving to a max depth of 1,640 feet where they hunt giant squid. At 2,400 feet, we reach the danger zone for modern nuclear attack submarines. Any deeper, and the submarine's hull would implode.
Jesus.
2,722 feet down is where the tip of the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, would reach.
I've been on that.
A little farther.
Imagine
at
that, if you've been there.
2,280 feet,
I should've
we're
been there
deep
too.
enough that sunlight can't reach us. We've now entered the midnight zone.
Midnight zone.
Many animals down here can't
Sounds
see,
like a good Patreon
like these
episode.
eyeless shrimp at 7,500 feet who thrive near scalding hot
That sounds
underwater.
delicious.
What? Under?
At this depth, temperatures are just a few degrees above
Mariscos.
freezing, but the waters around hydrothermal vents can
Jeez.
heat up to 800
Holy
degrees
shit.
Fahrenheit.
Damn.
I'm boiling.
9,816 feet is the deepest any mammal has been recorded
Oh,
swimming.
damn.
The Cuvier beaked whale. But not even the Cuvier beaked whale could explore the RMS Titanic, which rests at a staggering depth of
Jesus.
12,500 feet.
Bro,
Damn,
look.
they
Pressure
went
Okay,
is now
pause it.
378 times greater
Don't
than at
yell
the
at
surface.
me.
Yeah, bro, what's wrong with you, dude?
Look it,
I know
okay.
how passionate you're about the Titanic, but fuck me, you don't gotta yell at your
The
producer.
RMS Titanic was only there at 12,500 feet.
And
Look at how much more
Okay, if,
the ocean is.
The thing is, you guys,
down.
you're telling me, you guys would have gone in that fucking submarine.
And not me. Amber said she would go.
You would really go there.
If I was
We're not
cheat,
meant
I
to be
wasn't
down
gonna implode.
Okay, so if they told me it's not going to implode, don't worry about it. We're using a PlayStation controller instead of an Xbox controller
of
this
course
time,
not,
then
bro.
it would be fine.
I would be comfortable with using an Atari controller. That's what I'd do. And I'd be like, are we going as further as down to the Marinara Trench that we can to go?
Yeah, but look at that, 12,500 feet.
where it's
So
at.
it's what? Not even a quarter of
No.
how deep the ocean is.
It's deep. It's deep.
Keep playing
It's like the last frontier we've not fucking conquered as a human race.
Keep playing it. Oh, I want to hear this. This is
I think there's
wild.
mermaids down there.
Oh, there's something down there.
You can
I'm
still
gonna leave
find
it at
sea
that.
creatures like
Christ.
parenthood, hagfish,
Mermaids.
and Dumbo octopus.
We have
The
sponsorships
deepest
and
living
you're talking about
octopus on
mermaids.
Earth.
Jesus Christ.
At 20,000 feet is the
You
Hadal
don't know the
Zone,
difference
an
between
area
refugees and
designated for the
referees,
ocean's
so I don't
deepest
know.
trenches, like the Mariana
Yeah,
Trench.
the Marinara Trench right there.
If you tip Mount Everest into the Mariana Trench, its summit would reach down to 29,029 feet. That still doesn't compare to the two
Wow.
deepest crude
You know who's
missions
buried in the Marinara
history.
Trench?
In
Jimmy Hoffa.
2012, director James Cameron descended
Osama
to
bin Laden.
35,756 feet for the Deep Sea Challenger mission.
He went that deep?
But Cameron didn't quite break the record, which was set by oceanographer Jacques Picard
See?
and
Had to
Lieutenant
be a
Don
French
Walsh
bastard.
in 1960.
And how can
Picard
we
and
go
Walsh descended to the lowest point on Earth, Challenger Deep,
in
at a record
1960 and
35,797
this fucker couldn't go
feet below the
to the
surface.
RMS
Since
Titanic?
then, scientists have sent half a dozen unmanned submersibles to explore
Jesus.
Challenger Deep, including Kaiko, which collected over
thought that's a racist
350
name.
species off the seafloor
Kaiko.
between 1995 and
It is like you hear
2000.
Had to
you.
be Asian.
But
Let's hear you,
scientists
Kaiko.
estimate there are potentially thousands
Oh,
of
hell yeah.
marine species
Oh,
we
yeah.
have yet to discover.
Have you not seen the Meg?
Humans have explored it estimated
what?
5 to 10%
The
of Earth's
Megalodon?
oceans. We've
Oh,
only
okay.
just
I actually believe that. I actually believe there's so much shit that's unseen, untapped
Oh, yeah.
resources that we haven't gotten into it
Absolutely.
because we don't have the technology to do it, or there's something down there that we don't want to fucking uncover. That's right. That's where I'm at.
That's where at
That's
with
where I'm
that.
at. That's where I'm at. That because I believe it. You know, NASA used to explore the ocean, and after a while, they stopped exploring, and we're now exploring space. what did they find?
I feel like we have a better chance in exploring the ocean than we do space.
Oh yeah, I believe that too. I believe that.
Why not? Is there as much research in outer space as there
Well, you got what
in oceanic research?
I feel you got what Elon Musk is with this little program, SpaceX, and then you got that one guy from Virgin Airlines.
So
I think there's more money in space than there is in the ocean.
Yeah, but why not explore Earth?
For what?
Why not?
Well, that's kind
we're
of
here already.
See, that's the conspiracy theory that people have: is why aren't we exploring the ocean? Why did we stop exploring? We were exploring oceans all the time, like 19 something. They said that the last submarine ever we went to the Marinara Trench or Marinara, whatever you want to call it. That was the last time we went. Why did we stop? Why did we stop investing time and money and effort into exploring?
Because we found an extension cord cable that was running along the Atlantic Ocean, and once we found that, we're like,
well, you know what though,
we're good. We
Because,
don't need to.
well, I don't think we explore the ocean because the Earth is flat and it spirals, so you can't really.
Yeah, but is that like a flat Earth thing?
I don't think so. I don't
No.
even.
Why-
I've never heard a flat Earth refute about why we don't explore the ocean.
We should call Ramos. Should we call him?
Call in.
Hey, what's on, dog?
Should we call him?
Ask
Call him, dude.
I want to call him. Let's see if he would answer.
Yeah, what's he doing anyway? Let's see. Oh, you got him. You got him.
Tommy's on speaker though.
All right.
You
I
can
know,
connect
we've-
to the roadcaster, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
You probably could, yeah.
Well, do I?
You have a cable?
Oh, you're gonna do the cable thing? There you go.
Did you hear about this?
What?
About the sinkhole that opened and then there was a whole ecosystem in
Yeah. I
Species
was
unknown to science could
I
be
was
hiding
watching
in the escaping hole.
someone from Joe Rogan talk about
A
that.
team of Chinese scientists has discovered a giant new sinkhole
is
with a forest at its
amazing.
bottom.
So Nico's is
The sinkhole is 630 feet, 192 meters deep.
Hold on,
according
pause
to
that.
the Xinhua
Hello?
Hey, Jose,
Yeah.
it's Gil.
Yeah.
Hey, you're on the Mind Bus.
Okay, yeah.
fucking dude, really? You gotta be such a Kaiko, dude.
You have a question for me?
Dude, we do. So, quick question. Since you are the man I go to about flat Earth stuff, so why aren't we? By the way, how are you, sir? Are you able to talk?
Yeah, man. I'm about to barbecue my chicken up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Jesus
good.
Christ. All right, let
Am
me
I
just
still on
ask you the
grill?
question. Let me just
On
ask you.
grill?
Let me just ask you the question
He's
first.
asking the question then.
Okay, so why aren't we researching the ocean, like from a flat earther standpoint? Like, why aren't we doing that?
They are researching it and they know about it, but they don't tell you because they don't want you to know about it.
What did I say?
So we have
yeah,
researched it.
We found
Yeah,
something
dude,
down there.
There's stuff down there, dog. Where you know how they say that the Mount Everest, whatever, is the highest elevation or whatever,
Yeah.
supposedly. Well,
Yeah.
there's deeper. Well, yeah, I guess it would because
Right,
everything's below
stretch.
sea level, but below sea level, there's a bunch of mountains and all that's buried. But everything is like I was telling you, like the oceans are contained by that ice wall, dog. But they led you guys to believe that there's a
You
north and a
guys.
south pole. You know, well, yeah, because you guys are globe earthers. So
He is.
yeah,
Did he say I'm on birth control?
Yeah.
Oh,
a
okay.
low birth.
Glo-
Oh, no birth. Okay.
globe earthers,
Globe birth. Oh, I think that birth control. I'm like, oh,
Globers.
globers.
Ballers. Who says
Yeah.
that? Oh, Flat Earth Dave says ballers.
Yeah.
So
So does he believe that it's pretty deep? Is the water deep or
Yeah.
is it shallow?
Oh yeah.
no,
It's
he's
very
saying
deep.
that it's deep.
Super deep. It's deep. Yeah, it's deep.
But how if it's flat?
It's deep because it's all contained. Like there's
it's a
like
bowl.
it's not flat like how you think like a box.
Uh-huh.
It's just
bowl.
like it's really really deep, but there's an ice wall around it.
So would you
but it's flat.
say the Earth is like a bowl of cereal?
Yes, like that. But with the dome covering everything.
Take that.
So that's
But-
still
So it
round.
is a circle.
It's a semicircle.
It's half.
No.
It's half a circle, guys.
No, it's a circle then
You're
because
a half baller.
hold on, wait. If it shh, So if it's
No.
so hold on. If it's a bowl of cereal and then there's a dome on the top,
Oh,
right?
No, it's not,
then
no,
it
it's
is a circle because
no, it's not
the
it's
bottom.
an upside down. It's an upside down bowl cereal.
Wait, but how is the ocean deep then? If the hey, I'm lost here, dog.
No, okay. So
I see what he says. The
Okay.
dome is over.
the dome is over.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is
it's
a
called,
circle.
You people call it the Van Allen's belt,
You people, stop saying you people, dog. What the fuck?
but
The time,
but the people that know the truth call it a firmament. And actually, anybody who says that they're Christian and they believe in the globe Earth, they are not real Christians and they don't read the Bible. The Bible speaks about the firmament. So everybody repent and read your Bibles. Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
Jesus, man, he hijacked this episode of
Flat
mine.
Jesus.
You need black Jesus though?
No,
Not
flat,
Jesus from
flat Jesus.
not Jesus from Churros y Puros. By the way, shout out to Churros and Puros.
Shameless
Anyhow.
plug, dude.
Seriously, dude.
Yeah.
Every time. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Jose, bring
No.
us some pozole or menudo. What is
I
it?
know, what are you
For
making?
For the questions.
What are you making?
What am I making? I'm not lying. I'm not being racist. I'll even take a picture. I'm making chicken. I'm making chicken. I really am.
You're making
really am.
chicken? All right.
I'm making some pollo asado.
Send
I'm
it
making
to-
chicken.
Hey,
Send it
If
to
you
the
guys go to my
Maimbas.
stories, you can see me. I've got the chimney smoker on fire.
Time to send us a picture
so-
to my bus.
Send it.
Yeah.
Send a picture to the Mind Bus
Wait,
so we know that you're not
are
lying.
you using real chicken or one of those like fake chickens?
I'm using the clone chicken
Clone, okay.
because I want to turn into a transhuman.
Trans-
Okay. All right. Cut them off. We're done.
Jesus.
I gotta
Hey,
go.
anybody that got the shot is a transhuman.
I go. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my
I gotta go. Peace out.
Damn,
You're
I'm
cut off.
I'm a transhuman.
Thank you.
I'm a transhuman,
Jesus.
ladies and gentlemen. Jesus.
Christ.
What's wrong with that?
Whose idea was it?
Yours. That was actually your
Yours.
bright fucking idea to call him about the firmament and shit.
See that they contradict themselves.
You
'cause
saw right away where we
there's
said the bowl, but there's a
bowl.
dome. It's a circle.
So it's
there.
a semicircle.
Well, once I said, dude, that's a circle. Like that's a globe.
Because there's no
It's like,
way.
oh, but it's upside down. So what? Okay, hold on. If it's upside down, what? Okay, so take a ball and you turn it upside down. What does it look like?
Ball.
a ball.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah, but even saying that the ocean is deep when you're saying that the earth is flat, like how do it that means that like water is paper thin, like
Yeah.
the same
It's like if I were to pour this water on the table, like, okay, this table's flat. If I pour water on this table and I were to splash, I'm still going to splash water because there's water on the table. But there's no way I can stick my finger down deep into that. Unless I have a bowl and I put it down, and then my finger does submerge
Exactly.
into fucking.
water.
Thank you. Yeah.
To there, yeah.
Like at the end of the day, I love Jose. I love him, man. He's a fucking brother of mine. I fucking love him and shit. You know, but we did throw him a lifeline, and he kind of said, "Yeah, it's like a bowl," and then. And then he came out with religious firmament, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna make my own beer or anything. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Firmament kombucha.
Yeah, I thought it was. I honestly thought that's what he was gonna tell me. Like, hey, dog, you want to make your own fucking prison
I
wine?
thought he was gonna, come up with the recipe for some good prison kombucha.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right now too. I'm like, oh, firmament. Oh, damn, this was gonna give us a good recipe and shit. You probably heard it from somebody. But no, I heard I need Jesus, and now I'm on birth control because I took the vaccine.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What?
I'm surprised that he didn't go as crazy because he told me he's like, oh dude, I know you're on a label now. I know you got sponsors. I'm not gonna say anything crazy. I didn't say anything crazy. Did I say anything crazy on your podcast? I'm like, no, dude, you're fine. Like it's okay.
Do you have to get like a checklist? Okay, like when you said I'm having Ramos and I'm gonna have Whiskey
No.
J.
No.
You know why? Because they don't even hear about us. We're too low level podcasters to be like.
Nah.
We're like, wait, who?
No, because
Rambling?
they
Ramos?
no, they know who you guys are because of the show. Like when we were even like barely talking about like jumping on board with these guys. I already told them about the arrangement that
Okay.
the four of us had with the live podcast. I told them that we're going to be, hopefully we're going to be doing it again. So, I mean, other than that, like we got some pretty good feedback from that. And they're like, well, if there's anything that we can do to help, then that,
How about you throw a lifeline, guys?
but
I want $5,000.
You have your thing right now.
Yeah, but I want more money, dude. I got a
Jeez.
kid to feed, bro. I got a fucking kid to feed.
Now you do.
How I got a kid to feed? I got kids to feed, dude. I got to feed Escalante's kid.
Oh, okay.
Come on, I got kids to feed, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, if his kid is anything like him, then you don't need to feed him that much.
I know. Throw him like one bag of chip. It's already half eaten. You get the crumbs.
Yeah.
Just snort the crumbs.
So how's this thing going with the new podcast on the Rambling Network that Amber refuted for me to take stickers from?
Wait, no, you refuted to take stickers from them?
I wasn't allowed to get stickers.
Are they because they're swingers?
Oh, is that so? Tell me the full dynamic of this thing.
So
I didn't even know that. Amber I got stickers. They gave me stickers. I'll say they gave me stickers, and Amber was like, "Nope."
At the event?
Yep.
I Need a Freak podcast. Yeah. So at first, when they approached me, they're like, "Hey, we want to do a podcast. All right, what's your premise?" That's always my thing, because anybody can say I want to do a podcast, but you gotta have a good premise to what you want to do. And they're like, "Oh, well, we're like from the Howard Stern era. We want to talk about everything and blah blah blah. And, we kind of take what you guys do and we love it, but we want to be more raunchier than you guys. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna do an episode. If I like it, we'll work. They did an episode. I liked it. They went about it. But it looks like one of the guys, I think Mobbers, or I forgot, Midnight Banshee, used to be in the swingers lifestyle. So I guess they contacted them and they're, hey, we're doing a podcast about this and that. They've invited them to do swingers conventions. So they're recording while people are just free fucking.
What?
Yeah. This last episode they did that for some reason they lost the audio file, but I think they got too drunk and didn't press record. Some guy was getting fellatio live on there. Yeah, you're hearing everything. He told me, dude, it would have been one of the best episodes because the guy, this woman, he was literally talking to a couple who does swinging, but the guy doesn't partake. He lets his wife partake in the swinging. So he's a cuck. And she was
wait, he's a what?
a cuck.
A cuck?
Yeah, he allows his wife to get,
Can you Google that so I know
No,
that
I'm not going to Google that.
he's not blowing smoke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We got to get all the information correct
you gotta
here
fact check
today.
me.
I don't want to see something.
No, just don't select the
definition of cuck. Definition of cuck.
Don't
And there's a certain podcast that pops up, I think.
cuck.
God.
C-U-C-K, I think.
Cuck.
I know how to spell it.
I bet you do. So they were talking, and she goes, "Yeah, I like a big black, and I say dick,
Jesus Christ.
whatever." So I don't know where they're saying this guy comes in, looks like Shaq. He said, walks up, and he's fucking, salami.
Oh, look at right here. A weak or servile man, often used as a contemptuous term for a man with moderate or progressive political views.
We're different.
Oh, that's the first one. Hold on. That's the first one. The second one is a man whose wife is sexually unfaithful, a cuckold. So in by these definitions, I'm a pretty progressive man. I can be a cuck. Number one, right?
The fuck?
Why?
Yeah, dude.
A weak or servile man? I'm pretty weak.
No, you're nice.
That's why I'm going to the gym. 'Cause I'm weak.
Nah, dude, you look good, dude.
I'm a servile man.
You're a good servile man, though.
I'm a servant to you, Amber.
I ask you for water and you're like, ah.
But I still do it.
I know you do.
Jesus.
I'm bitching all the way to the...
You still do it, though, right?
I still do it.
Yeah. So,
Okay. No,
yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah, so
He's
they-
a cuck. Okay.
So they're doing that now. And anybody, I kind of figured I'm going to have to talk about this, and I'll talk about it now. So the two people that originally started are no longer doing it no more.
What?
Starting, I think, today, the girl got kicked out of the show.
Who got kicked out?
Midnight Banshee got kicked out of the show.
What the fuck?
I don't know what happened. I have yet to talk to Bobbers about it, but from what I saw, she released a statement saying that she was no longer doing the shows
When did you release the statement?
5 hours ago.
Oh, this is brand new.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so, but he found two brand new co-hosts. One of them is a OnlyFans model, and the other one is part of the swingers lifestyle.
I wonder if she felt uncomfortable.
She's making it seem like she was. I don't know yet. I mean, the deal that I have with them is you give me content, I produce it, I'll edit it for you guys, put it out there on the Patreon page, and and then moving forward, if it comes monetary, then we'll talk money. But right now, I'm just helping you guys out.
So essentially, host and co-host on the show are irrelevant to you. It's like if they give you content, then you do what
I'm
you
not
have to
involved
do.
in anything they do. Like they've
Anything creatively, right?
Yeah, I like to give creative freedom. Like when I had Penny and of course me and Penny did our own show, but when Penny started with us, with Boom Boom, it was kind of, you guys have creative freedom, do whatever you guys want. It's more of a network for me to like put out these shows. Put out shows often. Boom, boom, boom. Especially now, like I think I said okay to I Need a Freak was because I was already kind of having in mind, like, okay, I already started Patreon. It's doing really good. I have the YouTube page doing really good. You know, all this content's coming out. I'm going to stop making content soon when it comes down to having the kid. I need sustainable content, and these guys do it. And at the end of the day, sex sells. Sex sells no matter what. And they're in the economy of sex. So right now it's selling. You know, they're starting to gain a buzz. They're starting to gain some attention, some unwanted attention in some parts. And the fact that one of them had to leave because of that, and I'll find out more details later. It is what it is, but you have 100% creative freedom. I think the deal I have with everybody is when we hit a certain threshold of money, monetary-wise, then that's when we talk about a split. That's the same deal I have with Mr. Lou, Gary, and Escalante. When Rambling hits a certain amount of money where these guys are looking at like, oh, damn, then that's when we're going to talk about splitting. Same thing with my geek page, my boxing page. When it hits a certain money, like we've already agreed on where these guys think they deserve a cut for what they're doing. Because I'm not gonna be greedy. I mean, I know that the joke around Rambling Network is I'm the colonel and I take 99.9% of the profit, but
I feel like
but you put everything out there, right? Like it's your equipment, it's your services, everything.
I bought 100% of the equipment there. Yeah, it's all mine. But I'm a fair guy. Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Without them, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. You know? I mean, I tried doing the whole solo thing. It wasn't for me.
But what, with the I Need a Freak podcast, all the content and equipment, that's all theirs, right?
He's bought his own equipment, yeah. I gave him a list. That's what you need.
So you just do all the back end work? Like,
yeah,
do you do all the publishing too, or do they publish?
I publish it. He doesn't know.
Oh, so they just send you the file and you do all the rest?
Mm-hmm. So I just clean it up. Like they'll be like, hey, like the newest episode he gave me, hey, my mic's a little bit off. And I'm like, okay, well, you just send me one file. I'm going to work what I can. And I'm going to put it on Patreon. And then I'm going to put it on the free feed. You cool with that? He goes, yeah, I'm cool with that. Boom. And that's how we do it.
Okay.
He trusts me that much. Mobbers trust me that much to do it. And I trust him. So it's kind of like a verbal thing. It hasn't been a contract, you know, so we'll see what happens.
At some point you would do that, right?
Contracts?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the more and more I people were wanting me to work with me, then I had to start thinking about that.
Yeah,
because I mean, family's family. It's all verbal. With Mobbers, and I don't know him that well, but I get a vibe from him. And to me, it's like no harm, no foul. Like if you want to fuck me over, it's cool with me. I mean, I think I've kind of made it known through the podcast circuits. I'm easy to work with.
Just know this: when me and Ramos actually get our Rambling Marihuanos together, there's going to be a contract.
Oh, wait, yeah. Well, yeah, no shit. You're using my name. You're literally using my logo. All you're going to do is put a fucking blunt in the fucking middle. That's all you're going to do. What the fuck? Like, of course you're going to pay me. It's going to be on the network. You know who told me that who thought you guys were really doing it? I honestly think it's a joke. I don't think you guys are going to pull this off. Kickback, Chris.
He thought we were going to...
He's like, hey, what is that happening, dude? Like, I really want to hear it. And I'm like, dude, that's not happening.
I think we just got to create a buzz around it to see if it would happen. But honestly, like both of us...
You guys are so busy.
Him and I, yeah. We have so much going on, especially with him and me. I don't even think I could even... Right now, we're not even doing our other podcast that we have.
I was about to ask you guys that because I was going through you guys' like, your catalog? And I go, oh, damn, what happened to On My Way? And I'm like, that was a good episode you guys did.
When was the last time that we did it? It's been a while, right?
It's before you guys left to Japan?
We actually...
I think we did one after.
I think you guys...
Early this year.
Yeah, you guys did one. I like that. Yeah. To be honest, because of that, I took Ramble pregame. We should just do all the stuff in-house. And sometimes we needed to go out. And we knew we were going to be back in time to record. So I ended up taking inspiration from a certain redact, and I got myself a tablet, and I got myself a fucking Yeti mic, and I posted it in my car. So it's like my center console, and Escalante's holding the fucking Yeti mic. And luckily enough, I'm a very good technician of sound, so I know how to work the sound. So it sounds really clear. You don't even know we're working with one mic, and we place it, and we're talking on our way to the store to go get some liquor. And I took inspiration from you guys because I was like, wait, they do it, and their sound. I mean, you guys' equipment is way better than mine, but I'm like, I'm gonna work with what I got. And I posted it up, and Patreon fans actually like it when we do what we call it on the road again.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just haven't done it. I mean, do you have a reason why we haven't done it?
You're a shitty driver.
Yeah, I'm a bad driver without a microphone in my hand. Imagine me with a microphone in my hand
Yeah, you know.
and hosting.
Yeah, it's kind of.
No, I think we get in the car and it's more conversation.
It's more business too. It's like more
Yeah.
business in our personal life.
You don't want to put that out there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not before it was entertainment. Now that we have a lot more stuff going on, especially with mindbuzzmedia.org and My Grito and our sponsors, and just we use that drive and that time to plan
So like
for business.
It's your business meetings.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
And there's even times where we don't even talk.
Yeah.
We're just
Where
sitting
it's
in silence.
it's fine. And that's the time where we listen to music. That's the time where we put on like an audio book. So it's like it's kind of our
time.
personal time. Since
Actually,
we're in
No.
especially
You're
since
good.
we're in the car like a lot. Like we're in the car like 3 hours out of the entire day.
oh shit, yeah. And I feel you. Like when I drive, those are my times where like I'm in my own thoughts. You know, aside when I get home, like I'm usually spending time with my wife, or I'm in the garage just doing something. Sometimes I just don't want to think about podcasting. So those drives when I'm driving at work or driving to go, like right now on the way here, like I didn't even think about tonight's episode. I wasn't thinking about the podcast. I was just listening to music, enjoying it, kind of living the life if I wasn't podcasting, and I like that.
Yeah, sometimes you need that too. You need to step away and just live life on how it is and experience new things, experience
Oh yeah.
other things
Do you
besides
ever feel like
podcasts.
that? Do you ever feel like there's days where you're just like, I don't want to record today?
I think it was a couple weeks ago. I was actually like, I don't feel like doing this. But everyone was so gung ho in the group chat for rambling. I think it was episode 256. I think it was like a week before I left. It was a week before I left to Cancun. I wasn't like not into it. I was like, I don't feel like doing it. And these guys were like texting back and forth about what we're gonna do, and I'm like, all right, well, these guys are gung ho about it. All right, I guess I'll muster it up, and we did it. I get over it. But the one time I actually contemplated for the second time and doing this podcast was when I was in Cancun, because I loved the not having to worry about shit. I love not looking at my phone and seeing, oh, who liked my shit, or hey, how's the downloads doing? I just threw my phone in the bed and went out, drinking, eating, and swimming and just enjoying life. And then I would just come home like 5-6 hours later and I see my phone and I see all these like missed messages, all these DMs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
They're blowing up your DMs.
My DMs are being blown up.
So how many episodes do you have right now?
258 on rambling.
What has 258?
Yeah, we're in a 259 this Friday.
So
259.
259 episodes. Like what's the like top 3 things that have gotten you that longevity? Like to continue. Cuz life happens, fatigue, like consistency. That's the hardest thing about doing this is consistency and doing it at the rate that you're doing, especially it's not just you.
Yeah.
It's 2 other gentlemen or 3 other gentlemen. Like what are the top 3 things that have gotten you to 258? What did you say?
We're going to 59 this Friday.
259.
Yeah. I think it's reinvention. I think the one thing I give Mr. Luke credit for, and I've always done it, and I'll say it here, is giving him credit that he kind of came in with the band mentality. We're not gonna be the Stones. We're not gonna keep playing the same fucking hits. We're gonna reinvent ourselves. We're gonna be like the Beatles. If you listen to the Beatles album, first one to the last one, they're always constantly reinventing, being innovative, and that's how we did it. If you listen to Rambling Alcoholics in the first one, it was 3 young kids that didn't know what the fuck they were doing. We were saying whatever came up to mind. And then we evolved to like, well, let's be sophisticated. Start drinking craft beer. Let's get into the craft beer community. And then we realized, yeah, that's too expensive. Let's get into something else. And then it was just, oh, cool. Let's try to get drunk on the most affordable beers we can. And then it was just constantly reinventing, people leaving, people coming back. And then the style just changing. Like if you listen to the sounds, to the way we talk, again, the way we talk in the beginning to the way we talk now, it's a complete different thing. Some people would say we've toned it down, but I think it's not toning it down. It's just maturing over the time of doing this. We've been doing this since 2017. I mean, how many times can we keep doing dick and fart jokes? I mean, I still do it, but it's a little bit more refined dick and fart jokes.
Refined dick and fart jokes.
It's actually, real good.
Weed, dick, and fart jokes. Okay.
I don't do weed, but yeah, not anymore. Not unless you offer. You got some?
I do, actually.
But no. I think it's always constantly reinventing, always constantly always being open to new things.
Okay, that's one.
The second one?
If there's a second one, I don't know.
I think the reinvention, I think
where does a reinvention get to you? Like, okay, so you have an idea. You're like, okay, we're reinventing this. What's the next thing?
The thing is, we've never reinvented it. It just happened.
Right.
It's just like this shit that's happened to us. Like, oh, we're doing this. Oh, okay, cool. That's what we're doing.
So it's more like if...
It comes naturally.
Right. Going naturally with the process. Like, is it... is there like a better way of saying like going with the flow? Like, is there a better way than saying that? Amber? I'm looking to you.
Because I know there were certain things that we...
Because essentially that's what you're doing, right? Because you're...
That's the thing. That's the perception.
You're assimilating.
Yeah, you're
adjusting your...
We're making the proper adjustment we can. Like, there were times we're doing the show and we've said something and we're like, oh shit, like this is where we're going to go now. Like, okay, let's do it this way. Like, the last 6 months, our fallout with one of the former hosts, it's been gold. And we've not, at first we're like, we're not going to talk about it. But it's some of the text messages we used to get from this guy were so it's almost like a breakup letter. And we would read it to each other off air. And Gary one time was like, you guys cool with just reading it on air? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, just reading it on air? And I'm like, I don't get what you're doing. I'm like, he's out. Just run with it. Mr. Lou and Gary just connected real quick. So Mr. Lou played the song from Schindler's List. Well, he's playing his breakups. He's reading his breakup letter text. And I thought it was fucking hilarious. We ran for a couple months just reading. And then ended up being like, okay, cool. If you guys have a dispute amongst each other, don't say it on the show. Just text it to each other. And one of us is going to read it while we play Schindler's List music. And it just became a new segment when we did. And always constantly just moving things around. I think we've gotten to the point where we're so good at giving the people the perception that we're going by the flow. Half of the stuff is already kind of not predetermined, but kind of already discussed during the week.
Right.
That we go into it. Okay, now is it structured? No, but we already have in mind what we're going to talk about or what topics we may or may not hit. So when we walk in, we already know. But it just sounds like just 4 or 5 guys just clicking record and just boop, whatever fart comes out of our mouth, and it's not like that. So I think that's kind of the thing, and everyone's just meshing. Everybody's just working together.
Right. I mean, that's the art of it. The art is making it seem like it's not predetermined or making it seem like it's not thought out, but it kind of is, but then also it's kind of not.
No, yeah.
Right.
I think the other second thing is just I think we stopped taking it serious. I think there was a moment where we took it too serious. That was my identity. I think there was a moment, like with me, I think I took it very serious in the beginning. Like, I got to constantly keep putting out episodes. I got to keep constantly. People are going to forget me. And it was kind of like that. Now, I think people have noticed I take days off now. I go on these week vacations. If Escalade doesn't want a podcast, I used to get mad. Like, oh, come on, dude. You can't not do the show. And he was like, dude, I have a life outside of this shit. All right, fucking do your thing. Mr. Lou, same thing. I have a daughter. Cool. Gary needed a mental break for 2 weeks. All right, don't worry. Take your mental break. The same thing with me. Like, you know what? I'm not going to do this weekend. Figure it out. Before it was like, no, we have to keep doing the show. So I think we're not taking it seriously. It's kind of like our fans are going to be there regardless. I think those are the things. It's kind of going with the flow or / reinventing or adjusting or simulating. And then secondly, not taking it seriously. And thirdly, there's no expectation. There's no expectation of, this can end tomorrow. And I think everybody will be cool.
It's every week, 259 episodes. That's something that's an accomplishment, dude.
It is.
Especially something like this.
Oh, hell, it is, dude. I'm actually very happy about it.
And it's once a week, right? And it's not just you. It's you and 3 to 4 other, guys that get together and do something like this. Because not a lot of people understand what we do.
No.
Some people like it. They like it, but they don't understand the work that goes behind something like this.
Some people think it's just easy. I'll just put a mic in my face. I got this. I got record. No, it's not that.
That's what Amber thought. Amber thought that it was
Oh
just
fuck no. It's,
No, I didn't.
we sat. I sat in front of a microphone
think it's
and
very
did
hard.
jokes, and
That's a lie.
that was it.
my wife thought the same thing until she started doing. I know. My wife did though. My wife was like, "It's fucking easy." I'm like, you try it then. And when she decided to do her own podcast, and she'd be like, it would take her like 6 hours to record 45 minutes. And I'm like, it's hard, right? And she goes, I didn't think so. And I'm like, yeah, anybody can make a topic, but when you got the mic in front of you and you press record, and you know this is to be heard by thousands or millions of people,
Mm-hmm.
you know that Ukrainian soldiers are going to use it as motivation. But you're going to be fucking. I had a fan. He's a customer of mine. He asked me if I actually did have Ukrainian fans that came up to me. I'm like, no, what the fuck? Some Redux said that shit. But no, it's actually very hard. I think it's a very hard thing to do. I don't see a lot of podcasts hitting those numbers right now.
259. Like who like in
Or
independent
Oh.
independent podcasts independent podcasts like us, like who has over 200? Like
I think there's a hand. See, but the difference between heading 259 and or being a bug, because I know there's a couple podcasters that listen to this, like I've done it. But the thing is, you have not evolved. You're doing the same thing. Anybody can keep pressing recording, pressing the same stuff over and over. You know, what's the saying? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and you're expecting a different result. There are certain podcasts that do the same thing. They keep posting the same shit over and over and over again, expecting a different result. And then they can claim they have 300 to 500 episodes. But it's the exact same retired shit. You have guests, different guests. Sometimes some of them are doing the same profession, but you find ways, which is creative enough, both of you guys, of getting stuff out of them to make the interview more interesting. Because how many times can you interview a musician or a podcaster or anybody? You guys do a great job of making it so interactive and so entertaining. That's the difficult part. Any guy, I know I'm going to contradict myself. I said not anybody can do this. It actually, yeah, any moron can actually get a microphone and start talking, just press record and put it out there in the ether and just bank episode after episode, think, oh, I'm a successful podcaster. No, it's actually retaining audience and having entertaining people and constantly finding creative ways to entertain them. That's the difficult part. Because not everyone can do that. Like, I think you're how many episodes in? Like 100?
this is 171.
That's an accomplishment. You've interviewed 171 people. Come on, dude. That's an accomplishment. The fact that you keep doing it and people keep coming back to it, that's an accomplishment. 259 is an accomplishment when you constantly evolve your shit. But if you still stay in the same mundane stuff, you're still doing the same shit, then you're not really evolving. So it's not really, to me, that's not an accomplishment then. You know?
Right. Because it's not necessarily like the quantity. It's like the quality of what you're pushing out, right?
Mm-hmm. Like I said, if you listen to episode 1 to now, it's a complete different thing when it comes down to sound, creativity, everything.
Yeah. I mean, same thing with this. I think that I did maybe less than 100 episodes like virtually because I felt like that was my
Off season?
not off season, but that was like my practice. Like what
Okay.
what do I want out of this? Like what can I learn from this? What can I gain like knowledge wise? What can I do?
Mhm.
You know, and then the next phase of that was in person.
I gotta respect that. I don't think I've done it
Interviews.
a couple times. I've done it a handful of times interviewing someone in person. I think that's fucking hard.
Yeah.
I tried doing it and I'm like,
It is.
oh Jesus.
It's different. It's totally different than doing it virtually. I feel like virtually I got my feet wet and I was able to, you know, learn some tricks and stuff like that virtually. But when it came to in person, it was a totally different ball game.
I bet. No, I was super nervous. Like I think I did like 5-7 episodes by myself with a guest, and I was nervous as fuck the whole time. I didn't know what to do. There are times I was just coming up with random shit, and I'm like, these guys probably think I'm an unprofessional douche. I mean, I already come off as an unprofessional douche, but this is even worse now. And I stopped doing it just for that same reason. I stopped doing it for 2 reasons. One, I applaud both of you guys for finding guests every single week. and having to entertain the guests for an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2, 3, 4 hours. I'm like, fuck, I can't do this. Fuck no, can't do it. And I stopped that. But I applaud people that do interview-based podcasts.
It is a skill. It's like anything that you pick up new. You're not gonna know everything. Like when you start, it's a skill. Like everything that we do, it's something that's to be learned. It's trial, it's error.
Yeah.
It's every week we learn something new. Like all the time. Like I think that's why when I listen back to some of the episodes that I've recorded, I'm like, dang, like I can do this better. I think it's just having that mentality of always trying to look for the, like, listening this episode, right? This episode, I'm going to listen back to it and I'm going to find some small little things to change for the next one.
Like, don't invite Whiskey J again. That's it.
That's number one.
That's number. Don't invite him
Top
again.
of the list.
That's at the top of Amber's list right now. And then the second is like I'm gonna listen back and say like I could have asked this differently. And the cool thing about I couldn't maybe not drink as much as I should have on this podcast, but also like body movement, because I think now that we have the video incorporated into the show, is like I'm able to look at my posture, look at the guest posture, all the different nuances of like movement, how I say words, how I move my hands, whatever. Like it seems like it's overanalyzing, but also it's like I'm learning a little bit more about myself and how I perform. That has helped me so much. Like when I go on stage and when I do stand-up, it has helped me so much. You have no idea.
I bet.
And I can't even, Amber video recorded me on my last set, like was a couple weeks ago. I haven't hit the stage since then, but I haven't even listened to or watched the video that she recorded. Because it's weird. It's like the first time you heard yourself on the podcast.
Oh, I was cringe. I was like, oh God. Well, fuck, what is this? What the fuck is this annoying voice?
It's the same thing when...
It sounds like Richard Godfrey's son. What the fuck? Yo, this guy's laughing fucking annoying. What the fuck?
It's the same thing, dude. It's the same thing when like I know eventually I have to go back because I'm going to do another open mic again, and the bit that I used in stand up, I want to use the same I want to use the same bit, but I want to restructure it, reword it, fix it a little bit so I can get more laughs faster the next time. But I just have to open up the file and watch it, dude.
See, I was like that. Like maybe like a year or two ago, I was very like that. Like I would listen to everything I did. Any interview, I was in an interview, I listened to it and I'd be like, I should have fucking not said that. Damn, I should have steered this conversation this way or not that way. I should have said this on this episode, or when I do my episode, I go, fuck, I shouldn't have let Mr. talk or do this, say that. I've done it. Like I was for like a year or two ago, I was doing that. Lately, I don't do that. Like I haven't heard my voice on a podcast in like 5 months. I haven't heard it. I don't know why. I don't know. Like
You're just tired of listening
but also
to it.
It's like one of those questions of like, when does it become like, okay, I'm not gonna throw you under the bus, but I'm gonna throw you under the bus. Like not you, but like we would record, and then like right after recording or the next day, he wanted to listen to the entire thing, and I'm like, I already lived it. Like I already heard it. I know what you guys said word by word, and then I would have him like, I need to listen to music. Like I would put my foot down and be like, I can't rehear it, and not because I didn't want to hear myself. It was just one of those things that it was fun. We did it. Okay, cool. And I think now he listens to them way less than he used to before.
Okay. Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I think sometimes.
I listen to him at the gym now.
Oh, well, good, on your own time.
Yeah, on my own time. I wouldn't.
Also like it comes to the point where when is enough of you picking at yourself, right?
Overanalyzing.
Overanalyzing.
Because you're your
things.
worst critic. I've said I'm my own worst critic, and I've realized that now as I'm getting older. Like I'm always gonna find something to critique about myself. Always, I'm never gonna be satisfied the way I look, the way I dress, the anything, nothing, the way I sound. I'm always gonna critique myself. I need to stop that. Like I feel like that's where maybe subconsciously I stopped listening to these episodes because like I'm always gonna find something. I'm never gonna be happy. Like we've done an episode like last week. Everyone was like, "Hey, great episode," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And Mr. Luke kind of gets on me like, "Did you hear it?" I'm like, "No." And he goes, "Why not, you fucking?" And it was like, "Oh, it's one of the best episodes we've done." And I'm like, we've done so many. I don't care. I just don't care. I say it like that, but I do
But I
care.
think you do care,
No,
but
yeah.
I think in the matter, like you care about the content, right? You care about what you do, but I think you just have reached a point creatively to where you will not listen back to critique yourself, right?
Yeah.
But it could also be that you're evolving in the sense of you feel a little more comfortable, or you know that you kind of nailed it.
It's just the
type of
confidence.
thing, right? Your confidence.
Your
It's
confidence.
That could
seen a
probably
little
be it.
more.
Yeah.
That could probably be it. I mean, like ever since we moved to different mics, the Roadcaster, like I'm more. Before I would be like, I gotta listen to it again because I don't know if Mr. Lou's mic was up or is it low. Da, da.
Yeah.
But everything's so good now, like everything's so easy. Maybe that's why. But even then, I gotta work out or. My wife would call me a narcissist because she'll walk into the car and like as soon as we start up the car, it'll be like Remy Alcoholics episode so and so. Like, are you serious? Didn't you just record this shit on Friday and you're listening to it right now? And I'm like,
That's how I was. Like,
I gotta listen
come
to it, baby. I gotta
on.
listen to it. She was like, I guess. But I stopped doing that. Like she walked into my car and she's like, "You're not listening?" And I'm like, "No."
So I think right now what I do is just make sure that right now that we've added the ads and the new, I think now more or less I'm going back and listening to things to check the quality just to see, because there are, I mean, just in the last couple of months we have changed. I feel like we've made changes like every other week. Right, Amber? We've added their pre-recorded ads. Yeah. Just last night, we've added a new theme song to the podcast. And
I love it.
And thank you.
Love it.
Everybody check out Bad Hombres. Check them out, please.
Like it.
Do you have it linked?
I have it linked at the show notes.
Nice.
Yes.
Actually really good. I like
Sound like you said show nuts.
it. You did.
You did say show nuts.
No, see, now he's gonna,
Show your nuts.
Now he's gonna go listen to it when he's working out. And he's gonna be like, I did say
Did
fucking
I
show
say
nuts.
show nuts?
Show your nuts and we'll send you a gift.
Oh jeez.
Send it to Am.
No, I don't want to see anybody's fucking nuts. They all look the same.
No, they don't. Some have it trimmed, some are prickly, some are hairy. What the fuck? They're all the same.
But they're all the same.
Anyways, but what I'm
on
saying
Twitter.
is,
I'm on Twitter. I see a lot of dick and balls.
Jesus Christ.
I'm dick and balls. They're all the same.
Anyways,
Oh, sorry.
what I was saying is,
Show nuts.
wow,
Show your nuts, bro.
fuck.
No
I'll do
more
it.
alcohol on this show.
Yeah, dude. You're supposed to be the sober one. And now I'm the sober one. What does that say? Like I only had like.
You've evolved.
I know I have.
There we go. Look
I
at
have.
it.
There you go. It's
I've
full
grown up.
circle.
See?
I've grown up, mama, papa. Nah.
What was they saying?
I don't
About
know.
the showing the nuts. About having to like do ads.
Okay, so I only go back and listen to the show just to check out the.
Nuts.
Do you do the ad? Do you do the live reads like the day of? Like so when?
No.
So they're pre-recorded then.
Everything's pre-recorded.
Then why
However,
the fuck are you going back for it?
hold on. However, is because it's because so I use a product called. What is it called?
Are you using AI?
I'm using a product that uses AI, artificial intelligence,
Skynet.
to insert ads
It's just lazy, bro.
in places
No, it's pretty.
to where people will listen.
So at least
4
you're
to
on, like,
5 times,
cliffhangers.
4 to 5 times each episode. Ladies and gentlemen, that is co-host AI at its best. Buzzsprout.com. Check them out.
Are you adding another fucking infomercial on this episode?
Yeah.
They're not paying us. Don't.
Sure,
be
they
added
sure.
in.
I-
Amber, sure.
Honestly,
really?
we
You
should.
probably getting paid.
No,
we
we're
need to
not.
honestly, we got to hit him up about some affiliate programs because a lot of people ask me about co-host AI.
I'm gonna
If
check it
you
out.
And
see
that's what
a
it is.
ruby red pinky ring on me, we're getting paid by Buzzsprout.
I honestly think I think Gil was taking his time walking here because you were hiding some of the shit that you guys been buying with the money from my grito.
We flipped a switch. That's why there's a curtain there. You can't see our
I'm
I know.
telling you.
You'll see.
I
You'll know.
imported leather Italian.
Yeah, you'll
couches.
know when we're raking in thousands of dollars. Like you'll know. There'll be subtle hints.
I don't think you guys have. This is like a studio, and I think you guys have like another apartment somewhere around here. You guys just walk to it.
It's subterranean.
It's subterranean. I believe it. I actually do believe it. I believe it. You guys got the mezcal money. You guys got all this shit, dude. Like, and you guys are being greedy. You know, back in the Italian days, you had to like wet the beak of the other crews, and me, Ramos, and Kickback haven't seen no residuals, man. Yeah,
You will.
They're coming.
if this was New York, we'd be going to war.
They're coming. But
You'd be sleeping with the fishes. You know how earlier you wanted to go to the beach in New York? Oh, you'd be going to the beach in New York right now, sir.
We just sent a chinchilla to your house. You ruined.
You'll know.
The surprise.
you'll know when we're getting the Buzzsprout money.
You know what I know? When you leave the group chat, and it says Mind Busters left the group chat. Like, I fucking left us, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I know. Like, wow, the fucker left. He left the
White
group chat.
Tejanas. I'm burning Frito Kahlo paintings on my day off. White boots.
You're letting your hair grow into dreadlocks.
I'm letting my hair grow to dreadlocks.
I don't know where they just dreadlocks.
We're
Why
buying
is it-
signs.
Why does this light keep on turning
I don't
on?
know.
Because there's a
they
ghost,
turn
doggy
off.
dog. There's a ghost.
Hey, last time you guys were here, remember all the lights turned off?
That was
Yeah.
that was the best episode. I was like tripping out. It happens with Jose, but you know what? Ever since you call Jose, that should be turning off.
No, well, I turned it on. Go back to me. Let's see how it
But
looks.
let's go back to that camera.
Actually, it doesn't look too bad.
No,
Why do we have these lights anyways?
You're constantly evolving and changing, sir.
Yeah, maybe that's the universe saying, "Hey, you don't need these lights."
That shit
bro.
this summer, cut the shit. Cut the lights.
Yeah, it's
dude.
pretty hot.
There are times, you know, funny. There are times I'm like good, and then times I'm like, oh, damn, I'm sweating like fuck. I'm sweating like Tony Soprano right now.
But
dude.
do you feel a lot better now, right?
Yeah.
Do you want some water? You good?
I'm good. You know
How
what?
are you good on time? Actually,
I'm hot.
You know what it is?
We're
gonna
at
go
about
3
a-
hours.
no.
Damn.
We'll go another 10, and then we'll just cut it.
2:15. Because you had to do ad reads.
No, not on here.
No.
They'll be inserted
Yeah.
by AI. Remember?
What do you think about that? Okay, so
My nuts.
I'm telling yes, but I'm saying
The show notes.
Show me the show notes. Can you pull out the show notes for me real quick? Remember?
I can show you the nuts.
Show me some
okay.
nuts
So
here.
let me.
Put some nuts on the screen.
Okay, I'm gonna give you, and people listening are gonna know because
Okay, what's up?
now I'm telling you and telling you the millions and millions of people that listen to this podcast. I'm saying that AI has reduced a lot of work that I used to do
It's bad.
maybe 2 years ago. I used to spend hours and hours and breaking my head over these 3 areas of the podcast. All right.
Okay.
One is mastering audio,
Okay.
right? Mastering the audio for your final product, for your hosting services. Co-host AI does that. It helps with mastering the audio and bringing up the levels to what people hear on the radio, what people hear on iHeartRadio, what they hear on Spotify with all the different NPRs and all the different stuff like that. So it knows the different decibel levels, all that good stuff to where the industry standard is.
Okay.
So it helps with that, right? Thirdly, it helps with the ads. There's more than 3 actually. It's the ad insertions because they, like what Amber said earlier, like it helps with cliffhangers, right? Like it listens to your podcast, it listens to your product,
Mhm.
and it knows when you're about to give a vital piece of information, because once you give the vital piece of information, it stops it and inserts an ad. Okay. That's the second thing. A third thing about it, there's just so many, and I'll probably just give 5.
You first said 3, now 5. You gotta make up your mind, dude.
3 to 5. We'll see.
That's what I'm saying.
There may be 6.
Jesus.
There's a lot because the AI has tremendously helped with like some workflow in this thing.
Really?
Yes. So 3 is podcast descriptions. Do you get podcast descriptions of any of your podcasts?
I try to write the same shit over and over again.
Okay.
So I'm like, fuck, I ain't gonna come up with no crazy.
So what AI has done in the past couple of episodes with the Mind Buzz, it has given keywords that is pretty much searched in SEO, search engine optimization. It listens to the podcast, it masters it, it inserts ads, and what it does, it also creates a podcast description for the entire episode.
No shit.
Okay.
And it's all for free. You gotta pay.
Hold on.
Alright.
I'm getting there. You're getting ahead of yourself
You
right now.
sold me on this, bro.
You're getting ahead of
I
yourself.
don't believe in Skynet, but I mean, I'm sold.
Podcast description. Not only it gives podcast descriptions, but it also gives you your transcript of your podcast. So as it's listening, it's taking down the actual like verbiage, the conversation between the 3 of us in this room. It transcribes it into
shit.
actual text.
Question. So, like, let's say when that one podcast said marinara, would it correct them? Did you mean marin?
No, it will say marinara.
Okay.
Okay.
Barely get the context, like, oh, you mean Mariana's Trench.
No, but it will say Mariana.
Mariana, okay.
But
Becky said
marinara. But
I think he would break the program.
whatever you maybe
He would break the program. That kid would break the program. I'm sorry, cannot compute. Cannot compute.
It blows up my computer. From there, it transcribes it. It also creates chapters
No shit.
with your podcast and gives you timestamps, and it also names those chapters.
No shit.
And then from there, it also does the chapters, transcribes, masters, inserts the ads. It does a lot, dude. So and it's not even the co-host AI thing. It's just, aside from that, just AI has been crucial, I guess, in learning new technologies for this thing that we call podcasting. It's weird and it's wild, and I am excited to see the next stages in AI for podcasts.
I feel like that's giving away too much freedom to a computer. Like, it's gonna come to a point where like the AI is gonna analyze your voice and be like, I don't need you. I can actually produce episodes of Mind Buzz by myself without you.
That'd be great.
Why? Like, the interact, like, we wouldn't have this interaction.
That'd be great. I wouldn't have to be here. I could just still be at the beach getting burned.
Nah, dude, I wouldn't. Like, I like the idea, but I think with AI is too.
But I get it. But it's the after. It's the after work.
I get it. No, I get you on that. But like look at the AI, what they're doing with certain artists that are dead. Like, fucking.
Those are great. I love those.
I think
What's
those
the
are.
one we saw, the To the Windows, to the
Elvis.
walls?
That was Frank Sinatra.
Oh, was that Frank Sinatra? Like, come on, bro, really? It's gonna get to a point where they're gonna analyze Rhyme Alcoholics, Mind Buzz, and Jose Ramos, and they're gonna come up like AI is gonna look and go, I'm gonna listen to like 500 episodes or how many episodes Jose got, a bunch of episodes of Mind Buzz, Kickback, and they're gonna do their own heavy hitters, dude, and then we're out. We're out.
Hey,
dude.
if we get residuals from that,
We're not
I'm
gonna
fine
get
with
shit,
that.
dude. We're not gonna get shit.
Why?
We're just gonna be out of business. Yeah, they own us, bro. This shit's on the ether for free. That AI can pull it out, dude. Skynet pulls it out. I'm telling you, dude.
It's not gonna happen. We're too insignificant. No, I think honestly, we've had this technology for a very long time. Us as humans,
Oh yeah.
some region, some group of people on Earth has had this technology for a very long time, and it's very barely in the public.
I don't even use my Alexa or my Siri. Don't even use it. I'm scared of it.
Dang,
Why?
all fucking day.
Why are you? But why are you afraid of technology?
Have you not seen Terminator?
Come on, dude. That's just the movie.
Okay,
You
with
really
your
believe
Alexa.
that?
Whatever.
You don't play games with your Alexa?
Fuck no, my wife does that. I go, you better cut that shit out. I don't believe in that. No.
Why though?
That's too much power on it.
Dude, you have
You have a cell phone.
You're putting-
I know.
you're putting power in the cell phone.
Not too much.
All the people you love, those contacts are in that computer.
I actually have a notebook of numbers too. I wrote everyone's number in a notebook.
I think we need to do that though.
You never know. You never know.
If you lose your phone,
Yeah.
you're fucked. You don't know anybody's number.
Yeah, imagine one day there's got to be something because we're all humans. There's humans that are running those, signal towers. Something's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna make a mistake. There's got to be something that will happen to where a signal gets lost. Somebody puts in the wrong number. Somebody presses the wrong button. Yeah. It's gonna happen. Like blackouts. Blackouts happen because of weather conditions, or maybe mistakes by humans.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
So there's gonna be a day, and it's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure. I feel like it's pretty soon that Wi-Fi is just gonna be non-existent for maybe hours, maybe a couple of days. Or maybe weeks. Like, imagine how wild that would be. Like for businesses,
collapse.
For just people in general, dude.
Well, look what happened in COVID when we fucking had to shut down. Everyone was panicking, and we had to. But the thing is, we're so innovative. We figured out ways to still continue business. But I think you're right. With the internet, it'd be kind of hard. Especially people that are so used to I'll just Google it.
Right.
I'll just Uber Eats.
But it's not even that. Like the reason why we strived during the pandemic was because of Wi-Fi and because of the internet.
Yeah.
If we didn't have that,
I would have been fucked.
Imagine that.
People were suffering.
Walmart, Target,
yeah,
Save-Ons, the little pizza place down the street.
Save-Ons.
Oh, Save-Ons is wrong. There's no more Save-Ons.
Can we show the show notes?
Big Lots.
Show notes, please. No. Fuck. But goddamn, I had something in my fucking mind. I was about to say.
Well, too fucking bad. You know why? Whiskey J, thanks for coming out on the podcast.
Fuck on you, dude.
Appreciate it.
Kiss my ass.
When you find out what you're going to talk about, come back.
I bet I got a book again, dude. I don't have a publicist. Don't forget to follow the Random Alcoholics Podcast. Episode 259 will be out soon. Yeah, it is 259. 259 will be out soon. Don't also sign into our Rambling Patreon page where we got I Need a Freak podcast. Geek and Geek Out, new episode out tomorrow. Holy shit, tomorrow, Geek Out. New episode of Geek and Geek Out. J&B Ray Boxing, new episode out this Thursday. And, fuck. I Need a Freak podcast, new episode's going to be out tomorrow for you folks who are in need of a fucking freak. And also use promo code B-Ray to get 10% off all the merchandise you see right now. The Cult Leader shirt, which I'm wearing tonight. With your Fight Club. Pretty much everything. We got beanies. About to come out condoms. My next goal is to have my own whiskey brand.
Nice.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I like the Banquet Boys one, dude. I think
Yeah, I like
that's my next one.
I got the tank top and I ruined it in Cancun.
Oh.
It's ruined. I'm using it like as a cum rack. But I'm using it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
dude.
using it though.
You're as bad as Jose. How about getting some like Hoochie Daddy shorts? Get some Hoochie Daddy shorts and I'll buy some. Come on, dude. Look at I bought this. It took me a year, but I still bought it.
It took him a fucking year. We got Jesus, guys have a lot of stuff I don't even know I have.
You got backpacks, dude?
Yeah, I got mugs. I got old merch. Old logo. I got a lot of stuff here nowadays. I don't even know what I have. Like I haven't even checked it out. Yeah, I have old school logos, backpacks.
Hoochie Daddy shorts for sure.
If they were to make those tennis shorts,
Me
like
and
back in
Punk
the day-
Bug will buy the fuck out of those.
Okay, I'm gonna make it. I got 2 buyers.
There you go.
Look, see, I even made the sweater for you down there too. The zip up sweater.
When it gets cold, it's hot as fuck around here.
It don't matter, dude. Buy the merch. No, buy the merch. It keeps the lights on here. Well, not here, but with my podcast. It keeps the here, they got $5,000 from Mike Grito. They got enough fucking money, dude. They don't even need money. They don't even need it. But yeah, tune in. Yeah, all that stuff right there.
Yeah.
Christ.
Go to the links in the show notes.
Nuts. Can you really write down the description?
Boom.
Thanks for listening to the Mind Buzz podcast. Subscribe to the Mind Buzz YouTube channel and watch full podcast episodes. Keep up with the hosts, guests, and upcoming events by following the Mind Buzz on Instagram @the Mind Buzz. See you on the next one.